Okay, we're live. Woo! Yay. Let's double check. Everybody, if you want to check your channels as well, because I think it's streaming now as well. Let's see if it's all working first. Let's see. So have a little look.
I think it's saying like 4 minutes.
I think.
Oh, I've got it on.
It is on Vicky's channel. Hang on a minute. Oh, so it must be.
Yeah, you again. Woo!
Let's look at mine.
Yeah, oh my God,
live.
Look at the cracks on my screen. My subscription list is literally all of us, and it's like, that's so cute. Oh, I love it. Can I just say something really quick? Does everybody know what's happening at 12 o'clock tonight on Disney? Walt Disney World Instagram.
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't seen.
Yes.
Oh my God, we're streaming Happily Ever After.
Yeah, that's my night planned. I'm not gonna lie. I've had in work this week. Yesterday, I watched Happily Ever After. I watched Illuminations from. I watched Phantasmic. This has been my work. And then today I was catching up on vlogs. But this week it's all just been Disney on YouTube.
Yeah. I feel like that's my life. I feel like that's not a weekly thing. I feel like I'm like that all the time. I get up and I'm like thinking about, I gotta catch up on this vlog today, or some vlog out today. Like, I just love it. It's just so good.
For work, it was literally every morning watching a vlog before I get ready for work. That was how I started my day.
Yeah, I love it.
That's a good way to do it.
It is a good way to do it. I suppose
I didn't give myself enough time, I don't think, in the morning.
I have about half an hour, so I normally can get through one, depending on how long it is.
Oh no, I'm like a headless chicken in the morning. I'm around like a maniac.
No time for vlogs.
No, I feel like I get up like at a decent time, but I'll spend like an hour just sitting there with like a cup of coffee, like watching.
Oh really?
Like,
no, see, I'm like last minute, like I give myself like the minimum amount of time, and then I'm like, oh my God, the traffic's bad, like I'm done for.
Yeah,
it takes me 5 minutes to drive to work, but then I'm always late because the traffic. Yeah, well, I live in Newport by Bettis High School, and I work in town, so it's like not far. But then with the traffic, sometimes it can take me like half an hour.
Wow. From Newport to Cardiff, it takes me like an hour in the morning.
Oh, it used to when I used to work in Cardiff, but then I moved back to the Newport office, so
it's crazy.
I think we have people watching, guys.
We've got, if you look to the top corner, can you guys see the people watching as well? Or is it just you? Okay, so it's got like a little eye, and it says at the moment there's 8 people.
I can see them.
Really cool. Hello, give us a comment. I'd like to get people.
I think I can see the comments, I think.
Yeah, I can see comments, but
let's have a look. Oh, I didn't click on that. Hello. Yeah, we can see you all. Thank you so much for watching. She's so kind. She just messaged me actually. I've been like looking everywhere today, all about like different softwares to edit your videos on and things. And I've like been stuck between Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere. And I know you voted on it, Chantel, for Final Cut Pro?
Yeah, because personally, have you got an Apple Mac?
Yes.
I think like it's an easier step up from iMovie, and it's a one-off payment, and that's it. Whereas Adobe Premiere is like monthly, and you can't actually, although it's monthly, you can't actually leave like whenever you want. You're still signed in for 12 months, so it's like more cost for me. I think it's more cost effective to do Final Cut Pro, which is what I am saving to upgrade to, because it's £300, a lot of money. I used to have Final Cut Pro on my old Mac years ago. That's going about like 10 years. I've got Adobe now just because I have Creative Cloud anyway. So I just needed it to include it. But you can just sign out of it any time, just cancel direct debit. Oh, I thought you had to be. That's like my lack of knowledge. Then I thought you were signed into like a contract for like 12 months. Although you can do it monthly, but it's slightly more than if you were to do it for 12 months. So you pay like a premium. Yeah, so you can escape. Oh, that's fair.
I did look at that. I thought because I knew that Final Cut Pro was a £300 upfront cost. I looked at how much it would be for Adobe Premiere for an upfront cost, and that was like £250. But that was only for a year, whereas Final Cut Pro is 6 years. So I was like, oh, when you outweigh the odds, it's a bit like, But I've got Adobe Premiere at the moment. I've started editing one video on it, and that's only because I think I got a free trial of 7 days, I think you said.
Yeah.
I just gave it a go just to see if I could get on with it, but I suppose we see how it goes. So yeah, let's have a little look. We got Nathan. Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Oh,
how is everybody?
Good, it's Friday.
Oh, I know. I love Fridays. Is anybody like having a little drink? I haven't got Prosecco this week.
Yeah.
I've got squash.
Yeah.
Nothing
Oh,
exciting.
I love the mug. Little hi. Oh my gosh, we got more people.
Oh, Hannah.
Hello. Let's have a little look. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm loving these thumbnails. Everybody's either got their ears on or they're Disney themed. And I love that. That's so good. Right. So like last week, if you're watching now and you were here last week, we had this plan where we were going to do top 3s of, I think it was attractions, shows, food and drink, and photo opportunities. And we were going to do all 4 of like the main Disney parks. We were going to do the water parks, and we were going to do the 2 Universal ones, but I think we were chatting so much, so we literally only got, well, not even Magic Kingdom then, I don't think.
We only got like one question, didn't we? Like one.
Yeah, and I think we did. So I think the way we chat is probably 1 park per live stream.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
probably.
I think that's probably better. But yeah, so like if we have a chat about Epcot, I think everybody loves Epcot, don't they?
I love Epcot.
Yeah, I totally agree. So if we start off with top 3 attractions.
Okay.
Shall we go for that?
Yeah.
So if we work across, then start with you, Sass. 1, 2, and 3. What would you say?
In Epcot. Difficult. Definitely Soarin'. I love Soarin'. Soarin's amazing. Oh my god, what would I say? Frozen Ever After for me. I absolutely love that ride. What would I pick as number 3?
Hello.
Oh, I think Spaceship Earth.
Oh, so you're not a fan of like, what about like Test Track and?
I like Test Track, but I think because they've got the Cars ride in California Disneyland, I think they should just change Test Track to that now.
Yes, 100%.
I think it's it's like the theming of that could easily just be a Cars ride exactly the same.
That's what they did though, wasn't it? They just copied Test Track and made the Cars ride, but
Yeah.
the Cars one is so much better.
I suppose
much
that's
better,
more
isn't it?
Disney themed, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I do like it though. It is.
I do like making your own car though on Test Track.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, no, that is cool.
I do like that. So what do you think, then, Vicky? What are you thinking, Vicky?
Soarin', I think, is my favourite.
Okay.
That's number 1. Number 2, probably Frozen Ever After. And then number 3, either Grand Fiesta Tour or Figment. I'm not sure.
Oh, I love Grand Fiesta Tour. That's so good.
I feel like I think this is a controversial thing, isn't it? Which way you start. Like, do you start with Canada? Like, as I feel like we always do. We go that way and we always end up in that place at the end. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, we always started Mexico.
Yeah, or I always start in
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah.
Mexico always.
And even if I
Wait
can't
a
wait
minute.
for that.
Yeah. So,
Always Mexico.
I love the
Yeah,
car
I think-
ride in Cali so much better. So who's been to California? I know, Sass, you've been.
Yeah.
Vicky, did you say you'd been?
Yeah.
Tori, have you been?
No, I want to though.
Oh, I know, me too. Chantal, did you say you'd been?
No, I really want to go. Well, I was intending to go next year, but the cars ride is one of the reasons why I want to go. So that's sad just to go for one ride, but
No.
I feel like that with the Incredicoaster as well. Is that what it's called?
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
It looks really
That's now
good.
my number 1 ride out of all the parks now.
wow.
That
Is
my number
it?
1. Yeah, I love it.
I loved it when it was Paradise Pier, but Incredicoaster is even better.
It looks so good. It does look really good.
It does look good. Naomi said Mexico all the way.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only one who started in Canada. I know. What was you saying? Sorry, Vicky.
I said the only problem with California is it's expensive for what it is when you compare it to like Disney World prices for what you get. Like I love it, but it is expensive for what it is, especially if you stay on site. Like we don't stay on site in California.
No.
I don't think many people stay on site in California though, do they?
No, it's just so expensive,
expensive.
like what it is, especially like for the day ticket. Like we normally do 2 parks in one day in Cali.
Gosh, that's crazy. Yeah. You would never think that because you think of what they offer in Walt Disney World in comparison. So like there's 6 parks there.
Yeah. But I think that it's because both the hotels there are considered as deluxe, and then they've got the one, then you've got the one that's just like a standard one. But even so, they're all just ridiculous for what it is.
Yeah,
and
it is
There's
small.
so many hotels around it though, isn't there? There's loads of hotels. Like,
you can get
across the road
off-site
and that.
hotels that you could just walk across from. But we always stay in Burbank with family, so it's not too bad for us.
So Chantal, what do you think then?
My top
rides.
Okay, so definitely Test Track. I love that ride, and I really love Soarin' and Frozen Ever After. So we're obviously like quite on the same wavelength for some of these rides, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But I do think, I'm not going to lie, and I'm probably going to be like, we're talking about Epcot, but it's my least favorite park at the minute because obviously there's things that are obviously being worked on and stuff compared to what the other parks are offering at the minute. I'm really looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy ride, whatever that might be. I don't know what that's going to be though. Does anybody have any ideas?
No, it's just like a large building, so I'm assuming it's going to be. I'm thinking maybe it could be like a bit of a dark ride in like comparison to maybe Rise of the Resistance.
I'm thinking it's going to be more like Tron and a coaster because I think that the seat itself spins and they say it's got a reverse launch. So I think it's more of a roller coaster.
It is a coaster. It's like a 4-seated coaster.
Yeah.
Oh. So I haven't looked into it an awful lot, but I just remember seeing it and thinking, oh gosh, this is going to be crazy.
I think Epcot needs it though.
Yeah,
I love Epcot. I really do, but I think it needs something new, you know, like. But when Ratatouille comes out, it'll be amazing because I love Ratatouille.
Yeah, definitely. So, what are you thinking, Dory?
My number one's probably Test Track.
Okay,
and then Soarin', and then you're probably going to hate this, but I love the Finding Nemo ride.
That's cute. No, I like that.
Finding Nemo. So. I just like it where you can go in and you look and then you come out with the like aquarium, and I just love like all of that.
It's cute.
I think I'd go the same as you, Tori. I think I'd go. Oh no, actually, sorry, I don't know what I was thinking then. I think I'd go Mission Space. Nobody's mentioned Mission Space. Is that something you guys don't like?
No, I like it, but it's just not my top 3.
Yeah,
I actually avoid it.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't like how close you are. Like, it makes me feel claustrophobic. I don't know why. I try and avoid it.
We did the green side first, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And we went on the amber side, but that really that was way more intense than I thought it was.
Yeah, I love it more. I think the more intense, the better for me.
That's good.
I think after Mission Space, I'd probably go. And like 6-year-old me is probably kicking myself now. But after this trip, I'm thinking Soarin' and then Test Track. Like when I was younger, I loved Test Track. But now I'm kind of like, do you know what? Soarin' is really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's an experience, isn't it?
I prefer Soarin' to Flight of Passage. I'm putting it out there.
My mother says that. Who says that?
Flight of Passage is not worth... I mean, we ended up losing our fast pass because Ben was in hospital, so we had to change our days. And we queued 3 hours of Flight of Passage, and I mean we've only been on it the once. It was not worth the 3-hour wait. It was good, but everyone said it was the best ride I'd ever been on, and I was so disappointed. And I much prefer Soarin'.
Oh, see, I came off it and I queued back up again for 2 hours because I came off and I didn't even have the words. I was like, I don't know what to say. I'm that mind blown.
I've been so fortunate. I've never had to queue for Flight of Passage.
I've always had a fast pass.
Do you know what though? They're really good for it. It's worth queuing for because the queue is so good.
Worth queuing for.
You see
It did
more.
go really cute, really quick, the queue. But also we had the fast pass, but then we had to move all of our days round because, like, our Magic Kingdom day, we had to leave the park at 2, go to urgent care, and then on our Animal Kingdom day, we went back to Magic Kingdom, so we like lost everything.
Oh, that's such a shame that happened.
But yeah,
No,
it's
it's a nightmare.
it's okay, but I just wouldn't. It wouldn't even make my top 10 rides in Disney.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a lot.
everyone says that, and I'm just like.
But I suppose everybody likes something different, don't they, with Disney? And that's the beauty. Everyone's got a different like thing that they like about it.
Definitely. So our Disney journal said they always start in Mexico too, and I'm definitely the only one now.
I wonder if you Google that and see what that means, because obviously Canada's as you're walking in, Canada's to the right, isn't it? And then Mexico's to the left. So Google what that might mean something about the fact that you automatically shop right rather than shop left.
Yeah.
That means something.
Could be.
Naomi said it's like a roller coaster, but the cars spin. Oh, I think she's
like she said there's one down that it might be like Crush's Coaster in Paris, which would be good because I love that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she said indoors. That's so cool. So looking
yeah, that's like Crush's Coaster though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crush's Coaster's indoors.
Nathan said Guardians is a roller coaster, backwards launch and spins. It'll be more of a storytelling coaster with the screens, etc. I feel like with a Marvel ride, you've kind of got to do that. You've got to do the storytelling. There's so much to it. I can imagine the animatronics in there as well are going to be unreal.
By the rocket one, comment. Do you not think it's going to be like Gringotts then?
Oh, because Gringotts.
Yeah, it could be. Couldn't it?
Yeah.
I would hope if it was like Gringotts, but if it's like I don't know, like Mousetrap or something. I know Mousetrap's not a Disney ride, but like like what's the primeval worm?
That'll
make me sick.
Yeah,
that'll make me sick, and I will be able to enjoy it.
I always said there's a bit of a coaster vibe. Yeah, I think we've we think it.
Harriet,
I agree. Hi.
Hello.
Well, oh my gosh, like we all were kind of different there, I suppose.
That is the beauty of Disney, though, isn't it? Like you said, Sass, it's like it is. It's got something for everybody, which is obviously like. Yeah, it is. It's just amazing because there's like more people with thrill seekers. Some people like calmer rides. Some people like picturesque rides. Some people like educational rides. So like obviously that is like the beauty of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We should so get Naomi to come and join us. We've got a space slot. If you want to come and join us, you're more than welcome. That would be lovely. So in regards to like food and drink, do you guys like to go around the World Pavilions and purchase food?
Yeah.
Is that something you like to do?
Although it's so blooming expensive.
I agree. Oh my gosh.
Crazy expensive now. I've noticed obviously the pricing go up every single year because we always go for Food and Wine Festival. And one year we had a dining plan, which worked amazing. But the years before we didn't have a dining plan. So we really noticed like the difference in the cost of it. So yeah, I love it, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. Yeah. They should bring the prices down a little bit.
I know. I know the lodge guys had.
I feel like we did more.
What were you saying? Sorry.
What were you going to say? I was just saying that I didn't notice the prices when we were on the dining plan, and then when we weren't on the dining plan, we didn't really do it as much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't actually know like how expensive it is.
It's one of them things, isn't it? It's like an experience, I suppose. Like I remember watching a Lodge Guys video a couple of weeks ago, and I think, don't count me on it, but I think they said that if they drink the world, I think they said it was like $200 and something per person. I think. I'm sure that's what they'd said, and like that's just for the drinks.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine having a drink from all around the world though? Like,
I think we did like $100 on one of the gift cards that you put around your wrist and just went around Food and Wine doing the food. And I think I got about halfway round, and I'm a bit of a fussy eater, but I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
definitely good.
Has anybody got any favourite foods then? If you've tried some things, like I suppose not just from the World Pavilions, it could just be like, if you're like me, I love Joffrey's. Like, if somebody asked me,
thanks for that.
Joffrey's everywhere.
I'm trying to think of some of the best things that I've eaten there. Now when I think about
I've got two favourites from Epcot, but they're not like extravagant. It's nachos from Mexico, obviously, and poutine from Canada.
Oh yeah, poutine.
I have to have both of them during a trip.
Poutine's so good. Now, does anybody actually go to the UK Pavilion when it's Food and Wine Festival and try the UK food, or do you skip it?
We've never
I
been to
don't,
Food
but
and Wine.
I go every time I go. I go to the UK for food on purpose for some reason. Every time.
I remember when we went this year, my brother, he stopped. I know this is universal, but he stopped when we were in. Do you know like the little like the hut which do like the jack potatoes and things? It's just as about you where you're about to go into the Harry Potter area.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He always like gets the jack potato with the like I think it was like shepherd's pie, and I was like, wow. You're in America, like there's so many foods here which you can't get back home. Why are you having shepherd's pie? Like
It is weird though, isn't it? It's weird because you could eat anywhere in Epcot around the world, and I always use the Rose and Crown for fish and chips every time.
It's like a little piece of home though, isn't it?
It's like you have to make a point. Like, yes, I am from the UK.
Yeah.
I always use the telephone box when I'm at home. I always use the telephone, I never use my mobile. And I do go to a preppy school, so you know, I have a house and all sorts, and it's very posh. It's like UK's not like that.
It's so funny though. That's think of it though. Like,
I was going to say
obviously
that
unless you're from the UK, but like when you're in there, you're like, yeah, it's not like this.
Well, there's originals. for like £8.
Yeah.
It's like,
I know. I love going in the shop and seeing all the prices for stuff. Like fruit pastels are like $8.
Mad.
Yeah. Oh. Right then. So if that's the case, well, what else did we talk about? So we had food, we had rides, shows. What are we thinking? Shows. Like if you could pick between, has anybody seen Epcot Forever?
is that the new one?
Yeah.
Not yet. We didn't
No,
make
because
it.
my holiday was cancelled.
Oh, no. Oh, right. Okay.
Sore subject.
Yeah. No,
And mine. It's so subject for me too.
Yeah. How is everything going though? Have you heard back from anything? I know, Vicky, you were talking about it just now.
So what?
I go through.
Hello?
What's the status with your holiday?
Oh, mine's still booked at the moment, and then we are obviously going to change it, but we're just hoping that the dining plan comes out, so then we can just transfer it over rather than cancelling, waiting for a refund, and then rebooking again. And so Disney is saying that if it comes out, I can just transfer it over.
Yeah. So Tori, who were you booked with? Did you say? Who did you book
Disney?
Oh,
through Disney,
crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Oh, Harriet said so subject for me there. Me
and Harriet were meant to fly in like at the same time. She was a day after me, and that we were both staying in the same hotel, and we were on the same flight home and everything.
Oh,
that's awful. Like, I honestly, I think I just feel devastated for people that they're experiencing this right now, and especially obviously like you'll get married this year, like, and it's like your honeymoon, so it's even like a real special holiday for you as well, Tori. And like, do you know what? Even if it's just like a casual, normal holiday, I mean, I think it's Sass. Did you say your holiday was cancelled as well?
Yeah, just like 5 days before I was due to fly. Just gutted. And
you don't want to like you obviously it is what it is. There's nothing that anyone can do about it, but it still like doesn't stop that feeling. Like people are like, oh, it's just a holiday, you know, you can go again. Like, yeah, it is, but you work so hard for a Florida holiday, and you know they're expensive, and all the planning that goes into it.
Yeah,
so
I think the worst for me,
go on.
Oh, sorry, thank God. I was gonna say the worst thing for me, I think, was when we were there, it cancelled. And then every day, like on the last 2 days when we were meant to be in Disney, I was getting the emails through saying your dining reservation's cancelled, your fast pass is cancelled for everyone. It was just like rubbing salt in the wound.
Yeah,
it's horrid.
I feel like I would have been worse if I was like there, like you were. Like I feel like I would have been even worse because
I
would have come all this way and like I can't even I can't even get in.
I could see the balloon from Disney Springs from our window in Universal. I could literally see it on the horizon going up and down. I was like, oh.
This might be a good topic to talk about tonight, actually, like on the back of like, you know, because obviously Tim Tracker and Jen did a video, didn't they?
Yeah.
So it might be like good to talk about like if Disney does open and what like provisions they would put into place, what you'd want to see from that. If you know, if it does open this year, it's so hard to know, isn't it? And it's going to be a different experience.
I don't think that is going to be like anywhere normal at all this year. I don't think.
No.
I think it is. I think it's only going to be open to like Florida for a little bit, for a few months to just test it out, and then I think by the time they've all done that, it'll be like at the end of the year, I think.
Yeah.
But then I don't know whether, you know, will they do new like rules for next year as well? I don't know.
In Universal,
sorry, Vicky.
Say in Universal on the last day with the rise of the 3D glasses, they were literally spraying them with disinfectant between people. Like the glasses were wet when you picked them up. So I mean, they were doing that, and like there was the extra hand sanitizer, but I mean that was before everything got as bad as it did. So I don't know what they would do now.
Yeah.
Have you seen the images from like Shanghai Disneyland where they put all the footprints on the floor and like the social distancing lines?
Yeah.
It's just crazy, isn't it? But I did read someone say that they're not going to do like 3D glasses or something.
Yeah, I saw that they might just change them to 2D and do them without the glasses, and then like space the seating out so you're not sat next to people.
I just think the hard thing would be the water parks. Like I can't see them open at all this year, because how can you it's in a water park and keep it sanitized? It's not possible.
Yeah,
which I'm gutted. That's my favorite thing.
I like a water park.
But like the more you think about it, the more you think like that they can't do sanitize like everything. Like no matter how hard they try, there's always going to be something that's been touched or something that hasn't been cleaned, or you can't like physically make sure that everything's completely like clean. Do you know what I mean?
No, it was weird seeing them with the like with the railings on the queues, like wiping those down, because you've never seen it before. I've never seen them sanitizing queue railings before. I was like, this is just really odd. But I was like, that was when it's quiet. Can you imagine if that was when it was busier? There's no way they'd have been able to do it.
I think what Helen's saying, I think I've seen that article. I think it was the Daily Mail. Just come up on my phone via the news saying Disney parks may not reopen until 2021. Not sure how much to believe, and haven't read the full article. Like when I looked underneath, I think it was posted on Facebook in one of the like Orlando groups. A lot of the comments underneath was saying that like it was false information and like don't panic and things like that. But like what's reality? Like I don't think anybody really knows. Like
I think it's a Wall Street analyst or something that has made that like analysis that he doesn't think it's going to open until 2021. So it hasn't come from Disney as such, but I mean it could potentially happen.
I think it's come from the governor as well, because the governor of California, I think they said they were going to ban all groups of more than 100 people until the end of the year potentially. So if that's the case, there's no way any parks could open. So I don't know if it's based on that at all. Maybe. I haven't seen that article, but I know I saw that earlier. So maybe it's that they're basing it on, and just assuming that if they can't open one, they can't open any of them.
Yeah, that makes sense though, doesn't it? When we think about it. Apparently there's meant to be another spike in autumn, so who knows what's going to happen with Walt Disney World at all.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of them things you just got to sit and hope that it's not going to happen, and just hope that everybody's following the rules as well. I think that's going to be a massive impact if everybody's just doing what they should be doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
everyone needs to play their part in this, because obviously if they don't, then it's not going to flatten the curve, and we're just going to continue on.
Yeah, exactly.
Peak in.
Definitely not. So Nathan just said that he wouldn't necessarily believe the article. That's the kind of way I felt when I read it as well. Nothing has been announced beyond mid-May, as the park hours are now removed until then.
We just don't know, do we, at the minute, I guess, until they say.
Having said that, on the back of that, I think Universal posted something today as well, indicating that Jack from Halloween Horror Nights might be coming back this year. So
they're obviously hoping, aren't they?
So it's like I think people are being optimistic about it, but then it's not down to them, is it? It's down to what the government say at the time.
I agree.
And I suppose it's to do with our own governments though as well, isn't it? Like, you know, it might open and it might be fine, but then us from the UK may not be able to fly, or there still might be rules for us.
What will you do, like in the sense of, because obviously you booked a package holiday, Tori? Have you booked a package holiday? Yeah. I've only booked, like I've booked flights and I've booked a villa separately, so I haven't booked a package deal. So we were like talking as a family, like if Disney doesn't open but yet we can still fly, we won't get our money back for our flights. We would have to like either lose our flight money or just go.
So it's would your travel insurance cover it?
Well, we booked it before COVID, so they might well do.
Because Virgin have said if you book on our Virgin travel insurance, they said if you booked travel before COVID and it's covered, then it would be covered if you're unable to travel. So at least that way you might be able to claim that back. Or I think a lot of airlines are being reasonable with people. If you did just need to move them, they might not give you a refund. They might just give you the money back or like a voucher.
My sister's booked with TUI.
Oh yeah.
Obviously she was going out for the wedding. And they're letting her like reschedule to another later date, and she couldn't reschedule to next year as well. But they won't give a refund unless it has to be cancelled at the time. So we're just waiting out for hers. But Disney have offered obviously a full refund, and I've got Virgin flights with them, and they said that I get all the money back with them.
Disney is so good.
The whole the Virgin situation's quite worrying as well, though, isn't it? Like the whole threat of them going under as well. Like, it's just crazy, isn't it? But hopefully, we booked a package. At least we've got ASO and ABTA protection. If not, that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I think so. To be fair, companies are being quite good with people. Like, obviously, it's something that's completely out of our control, so they can't be funny about it because, you know, it's nothing that we've done. It's not like we're just cancelling it because we want to cancel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to pop us on Instagram to tell everybody that we're live.
Okay.
Everyone want to have a little smile? Cute. I don't know. How are we all though? Like in regards to like lockdown and things, are we all positive?
Yeah, today's a good day. It comes in waves. Like yesterday, I didn't have a good day. My mother-in-law says it's having a Wednesday because everyone seems to have a bad day on a Wednesday, but mine happened to be on Thursday this week. But yeah, it wasn't a good day yesterday, but it comes in waves, doesn't it? Like most days are fun, and you get one day and you're just like, oh my god, I need to get out of this house.
Yeah.
Me and my sister seem to be like opposite, so we're ringing each other, and one of us be having like a down day and we can't bother to do anything, and then the other one is being really productive, and then the next day we like switch roles.
Yeah.
I think everyone's having ups and downs, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've been really down the last few days, just reading things on social media that have been really negative, and it's been really bothering me so much because everyone's so negative and I'm used to being so positive. So I've had to sort of take myself away from it a little bit.
Yeah. Harriet said, I'm hoping we will get our money back from Virgin, and we booked flights separate to our hotel and tickets with Disney. I think like the only experience I've ever had, like, and it doesn't compare at all, but the only experience I've had in regards to a cancelled flight was a few years ago, and it was with Virgin. And it got cancelled. I can't remember what it was exactly. I think it might have been because of the snow back in the UK. And they were brilliant. We stayed in MCO in the hotel, that's in the hotel in the airport, and they were really great. But obviously I know the situation's a lot different with this, and it's a larger scale. It's not just a single flight, is it?
Yeah, I couldn't fault them when we were there though, because like we had the Virgin hub in the hotel, and I mean they were rammed off their feet. The phone was ringing constantly. There was loads of people, and you couldn't fault them. Or they would email us updates on the parts. They'd be like, "Enjoy your day. We're here. Like we'll sort it. We'll get back to you." And they were so good. Like I couldn't fault them when we were there. It's just radio silence since we got back. But I guess now we're at like the bottom of the pile, whereas there we were physically there in front of them. But when we were speaking to them, they were so good.
I do feel sorry though for all the like companies, because I just think they must be so like busy, and I can imagine people being like really funny about it, and
It's
they'll
hard
get
not to
around
be.
to
I,
you.
like,
But
I was on the
yeah,
phone to them and I had to apologise to the girl, and I was saying to her, I'm really sorry if I'm like coming across super stressy, but when it's like your holiday, you do come across super
yeah,
stressy because
Yeah.
you are worried. And I was really grateful and super thankful, but you just feel like you're apologising for being stressed all the time.
yeah. And I suppose when you're on hold as well for like 2 hours beforehand, before you get through, you're already
My
like,
anxiety would take over there. It's crazy. I don't even know what day it is half of the time. Well, Wednesday, I was like, yes, Thursday, and like my boyfriend was like, no, it's Wednesday. I was like, oh. I can't believe how quick this week went. Like when you think about like when we
Yeah.
did it last week,
Yeah.
it went really, really quick.
I only know the days because I've been working this week, but before that I didn't know what day it was, what time it was. I was going to bed like 3 o'clock in the morning, and this week I've been like, right, come on, bed at a normal time, get up.
Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it? And because like
I've been terrible.
nothing's going on, and like you're in the house just chilling, it's like may as well just go with the flow.
Yeah,
Every
like
day
9 o'clock. I should probably have some dinner now.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, I've been eating like my tea so late. I think that's why I'm going to bed so late, but I'm not eating till like 10, half 10.
Yeah.
I'm in bed by 9 o'clock, girls.
I'm fast
See, that's
asleep by
normally
then.
me.
No, yeah, you're still really busy, bless you.
Yeah.
That's normally me. I'm normally like, I need to be in bed at 9, but I think because my mind's not busy,
Yeah,
I'm not in bed till like 2 a.m. I'm like,
Yeah.
can't sleep even when I go to bed.
Yeah.
being out of a routine, isn't it?
Because I'm usually flat out busy and literally falling asleep at 9.
Bless you.
So yeah, and at the moment I'm not like that at all.
Then sometimes it's even like it's just as tiring not doing anything as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
100%.
Like, oh, I'm so exhausted. What have I done? Nothing. But why am I so tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with
True.
that. Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know where we are now in this subject. Let's have a look. I think. What do we get?
You were on shows, weren't you?
Shows.
Yeah, I don't think we even talked
We
about
didn't
it.
touch shows.
No, we didn't touch shows, did we? But it's like difficult because I feel like I was saying that Epcot has got a lot of entertainment, I'd say, but in regards to like shows, there's not as much. Would you say, or would you disagree?
It's hard because it's seasonal with Epcot, isn't it? Like you have like
Yeah.
with the festivals, you have different shows, don't you? So it's
Yeah.
hard between season to season as to what you see.
Yeah, like the Eat to the Beats and things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You have the little like pavilion shows though as well, don't you?
Yeah, like we watched the one in Japan, I think it was this. No, it was in Japan. It might have been China, and that was really good. Is it the acrobat one?
Yeah, we haven't seen
Oh,
it.
that
I've
was
seen it on
amazing.
vlogs, but we've never like
Have you,
timed it right.
I think that's China, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
I like
Have
the
you seen
Japan
the guys
drum.
with the chairs?
Yes, that was really
And they
good.
like, stack the chairs. That's really good.
I do really enjoy that. But like, yeah, like I suppose, like obviously it's changed to Epcot Forever. That was actually supposed to change, like now, pretty much soon.
To Harmonious.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to go ahead. Obviously, is it?
No.
Don't think so. I'm gutted that I don't think we'll get to see Spaceship Earth again before it closes.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll reopen
Me
it
too.
realistically.
I'm so sad about
So
that.
sad.
That would
It's
actually be my top 3. I've
2
changed my
years is a long time as well, see, isn't it?
mind.
That's a long time.
And mouse gear.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Mouse Gear.
Can we just talk about mouse gear?
Yeah, that's its own. I love my.
I reckon they've probably done a lot of work though, like obviously since
Yeah.
the parks are shut. That
Mm.
I feel like things are going to be done a lot quicker. So maybe when they do open, and that it's not going to be such a building site, you know.
I feel like that with the Raptor coaster as well. I feel like that's coming on really quick.
Yeah.
Have you seen that in Universal? Like it's coming on like a lot.
Yeah, they were still working on that when we were there.
Yeah.
In going back to Epcot, did anybody ever go? You know, like obviously where they had the stone walls that they have like people's pictures on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every year, did anybody go and find Crispy S'mores' photo?
No.
No, every year, me and Liam made a point because Steffi from Crispy S'more had her picture like engraved on there. And every year we're like, right, we need to go and find Steffi. And we always used to go and find her. I know. And now that's all gone as well.
I know.
Yeah, Lauren used to have one of them as well. Do you know? Lauren, what's her name? Disney Fan 9 on Instagram.
Yeah.
She used to
that's
have
amazing.
a little picture as well. For
They
all
are
the
lovely.
family on there.
I'd love a little picture.
I am gutted this on.
They've just moved them outside the park though, haven't they? They're not gone completely.
No, that's a good thing though. Yeah.
I'm really sad about Club Cool, you know, where you taste all the drinks.
I used to love Club Cool.
I love doing that.
I'm not sad about
And no matter
Beverly.
how many times you go, you'd always try Beverly though, every time.
You have to.
Yeah.
Well, I'd never tried Beverly, and I went this year like crazy to try it. Because I know everyone's like, oh, it's like disgusting.
It's
And I'm
disgusting.
it's one of those things, you know, you're not gonna like be like really intrigued. You like, I really want to try it.
And it doesn't matter that you know it's disgusting. Like Tori said, every time you go, you will try it again.
Just in case.
Yeah, like why?
Yeah, just in case you decide that you like it.
You can't.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
What does it even taste like?
Beverly in.
I think it tastes like sparkling water.
Rank.
Oh,
But like
just
more salty.
disgusting.
I feel like it's like tonic water, I do.
Yeah, it's quite like tonic water.
I feel like it's one of those things like olives, which you hate when you're a kid, and then all of a sudden, one time you try, you're like, oh, I actually quite like it.
I love seeing people's reactions when they first try Beverly. You go with somebody and you're like, right, I try this fantastic drink. It's like lemonade. You'll love it. And you see their face just squirming as they're drinking. So funny. Like,
yeah, I'm gutted.
Can you get it though in Disney Springs in the Coca-Cola thing?
Yeah, but you have to pay for it.
Be able to get it in there. Yeah.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I love
getting
it in there.
Yeah, we bought one of those little lucky bag things when you get to the till and you like purchase things, because like there was so many sales there this year. I think we had matching pajama bottoms for something like $8. And we got the till and they were like $2, $5, and $10. I think it was like lucky dip bags, and there was just like random Coca-Cola merch in it. And I was like, yes, I'm all for like lucky dips. I love
yeah.
I think I had a notepad or something. I can't remember now. Or cooling bag.
Naomi has said, not gonna lie, I like the Beverly.
Oh my gosh. I've never met anybody who said they liked it.
No,
that's so funny. I bet she's not alone. I bet there's other people out there who do like it as well.
Yeah, probably.
There's got to be somebody else.
It's got to come. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be like big somewhere, doesn't it?
In Italy. Is it Italy?
Yeah. Like Italians must love it then. If that's the case, if you come from Italy. Talking about Italy and Epcot, does anybody have the pizza squares from? I can't remember what it's called, but as you go into the pavilion, it's right to the back.
The Via Napoli.
Oh, I can't remember what it was called. And like you order it, and you wait on the side.
No, we've never had them.
Oh my gosh! Literally, it is the nicest pizza I've ever tried.
Oh, wow,
Gosh, it was really, really nice. You should definitely try it. It was like
next to Via Napoli.
I can't even remember now. I can't picture it. I'm gonna have to have a little look, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, Via Napoli is like the place where you have all the pizza, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's got it's got to be there.
Yeah, but I think there is a quick service though on the side,
like
isn't there?
Is it not Trattoria or something like that?
No, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. Jacob was the one because he was having lots of pizza from there, and I was going over to China and getting round chicken. So I'll have to ask him what the name of it was. But I took a bite and I was like, oof, that was really nice.
Everything's so nice though, isn't it? You can't have it all, but it's also good.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. You'd be too full. Coming from Epcot, but like, oh, I'm stuffed.
I know. The beauty of food and wine.
Yeah, I feel like that with Magic Kingdom as well, though. I feel like all I do in Magic Kingdom is eat.
Yeah.
There's so many like snacks and things there. I'm like, oh, I gotta try this, and like, you're like,
I just feel like I eat the whole time I'm there.
Yeah.
Did anyone have like the spring rolls that are like cheeseburger or pepperoni flavored? Oh my god, so good. They've started doing them like as a snack credit. They're so good.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to try those.
I think I
need to write like a list of stuff. I'll have to have recommendations of everybody.
I'm not even joking. I've got a list on my phone because we were obviously going to be on the dining plan again, I've got a list of like what park, where to eat, like what snacks to get and everything. I feel like that I'm so excited that I'm not going to be able to do it.
I had a spreadsheet with everything on as to what to eat, what to drink, what, because we had the dining plan as well, like what credits I was using, snack credits, what I was going to get, what park where, but that's gone out the window.
I feel like that's like, it makes you excited for your trip if you're planning things and like watching things. It just makes it more exciting, doesn't it?
My husband hates it though when I ask him, where do you want to eat? He's like, I don't know what I want for tea tonight, let alone what I want to eat in 6 months' time.
Oh, mine's gone the other way and he's become like a massive pro. So he's all over, oh, I'll book a restaurant, which day are we doing, which park, and what food do you want? And he's planned the whole thing out every time. He's like obsessed.
My guy.
I know, he's getting really good. He gets really excited about fast passes and like winning fast passes and stuff.
Let me show you 2 seconds my intended plan for this year. I'll go and get it. I'll show you.
Oh, lush. That'd be great.
I bet it's going to be massive, isn't it?
It'd be good though.
I love planning stuff. I remember when we were planning for this trip. No, I keep saying this trip. It's like I always say this year, but it was last year now. It was in September, October. It was when before we went, they'd released like dining reservations for August Cantina. Yeah, and I was so clued up on stuff, and like my mother was like, it was too late. It passed the date, but they'd come out, and I was like, don't even bother trying, Mum. You won't get them. Like people are struggling to get them, and like it's probably just not possible. And she was like, I've got it. I've got like a reservation for 6 people. I was like, oh my gosh, like
that's lush.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it as well.
Oh.
Right. Here's my plan, guys. This is
show us the plan.
This is like top secret that I'm sharing with the whole of the internet right now, because this will be a future YouTube video. So here's a
sneaky.
Here's day week 1.
Oh, I love it.
Oh wow, I love it.
That's
week 2.
Whoa!
Oh, I just love it.
And week 3.
I love that.
So organized.
That's so good.
I might not be going. Anyway.
Oh, you will. You'll get to go.
It's week 1 is a very busy week, as you can see.
Yeah, it looks busy.
See, so guys.
I feel like week 1 is always crazy. I think though, you try to get everything done. Like
what does everybody do on their first day in Disney? Like, what's your tradition?
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I've always got to do Magic Kingdom and Cinderella's Royal Table, and that's only because we got engaged there on our first day, and now we do it every time.
That's last.
So I'm Magic Kingdom. I hopped for breakfast, Magic Kingdom, and then Ohana for dinner.
Oh, I love Ohana.
Oh, I'm so sad. I really wanted to go to Ohana this time. I've never been before.
You'll go.
I'm gutted we couldn't do Cinderella's Royal Table because I've never been able to get a reservation before. I managed to this time for our first day, and then obviously we couldn't go, but always next time.
Yeah, and do you know what? It is good sometimes to have something you haven't done to like look forward to.
Oh,
yeah,
I agree.
Because I was saying to Sarah, Gaz and Sarah, she had on one of her things on Instagram that she'd never been in the Enchanted Tiki Room. And I was like, how could you have never been in the Enchanted Tiki Room?
I've never been in there.
And I was like, oh, well, it's something to look forward to, like, that you've never been, because I love the Tiki Room.
I know the song. I can sing the song.
Yeah, it's good.
I'd never actually been in it.
But it's cool, though, because it's something to look... Yeah, that's right. We were talking about it as well.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, with my coat and my umbrella.
I still haven't done the 7 Dwarf Mine Train.
We need that. We need that.
So good.
Oh, right. Controversial. I love
every
it.
Time.
Every time I've had a fast pass, it always gets like changed to one of them multi-experience ones because it's down.
Oh, yeah.
I always say, oh, I'm not waiting in the queue.
See, I love it, but I'm controversial with this one because I think it's basically Big Thunder Mountain.
It is, but shorter.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, they didn't really need to do another ride that was the same.
Yeah,
but I love the dark ride bit.
But it's good. I love it. But it's just the same as the other one.
I feel I wouldn't queue for like more than 40 minutes for it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
We queued for an hour, and then there was a thunderstorm, so it went down. And then we thought everything was down, so we just sat there in the dry. I sent Ben out to get coffee in the rain. I sat there. We waited until it reopened.
You're dedicated.
Yeah.
I just thought everything else was closed, and if it's raining, you know, like Philharmagic and everything's just going to be mental.
Yeah.
Everyone runs for
I
things
think
like
I did
that.
it when I was younger, but I haven't done it as an adult.
Harriet said me either, and I got a fast pass this time.
Got a fast pass.
I didn't manage to get
next
one.
time.
Yeah, definitely.
I booked my fast passes just like for the fun of it, because I thought I'm not even going, but I'm just going to book them anyway. And I was fuming because I literally got everything, but it's obviously because other people like haven't booked this.
Yeah.
But I just did it because you count down to fast pass day. I'm just going to book it for the fun of it.
We got everything we wanted as well. We were getting same reason.
How many days, Tori, was it, or is it? Well, was it to your holiday?
I've still got a few. Have a look. 43 days.
Oh.
Until we were meant to go, and then 47 until we got married.
Oh, that's so sad.
I think you should do a fake wedding at home.
I know, I said the thing about it, it's not even like, I'm obviously upset that like we're not getting married and stuff, but it's like the other things that you don't think about, like obviously my dress, and I think, what about in a year's time? I don't like my dress anymore. What am I going to do? Like,
I think
things like that you.
With your dress, though, you have to buy them so far in advance anyway. I think when you found it.
Yeah, and then like mine's come into the shop now, and I've obviously been waiting months to try it on again, and now I haven't tried it on because obviously we're on lockdown. But like, I don't want it to like discolor or like.
Yeah.
If it's in the shop,
fine.
it'll be like. My mother-in-law works in the bridal shop, and if it's in the shop, you'll be absolutely fine with it if it's stored, as long as it's stored correctly. You won't have any problems with it discolouring, and you won't have to worry about creasing because they should steam it for you, or you can get it steamed, so it'll be lovely.
I'm going to ask them if they can hold on to it for a little bit.
Yeah, where's it from?
It's obviously, what's it called? Timeless Elegance in Cardiff.
Okay, because my mother-in-law works at Jasmine Rose, so if you've got any questions, I can always ask her, but you should be fine.
Yeah, I have fingers crossed. Obviously, I've not like my fitting or anything yet, so they'd still have to alter it and everything. So I'm hoping they can just hold it onto it for a few months.
If not, the alterations place might be able to, because mine did when I got mine. I took it to get altered, and they stored it then until the day of the wedding. Well, until like a couple of days before.
Yeah, mine
the biggest thing that I'm annoyed about is I bought one of them wedding dress boxes, and I had like Paradise Sofa on it, and the date.
Do you know that's the worst thing I think with weddings being moved is the date. You have dates on every little bit you have done.
Yeah,
I know. I paid like £40 for this, like basically like this cardboard box, and now I can't use it because it's got the date all over it.
Have you got like a wedding insurance?
No.
I was going to say, because if you did, you could probably claim for stuff like that.
Yeah, it's because it's like abroad. Our holiday was more expensive than like the wedding part of it.
Yeah.
So like we just didn't bother.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the wedding went.
With the box though, have asked the supplier, because I know some suppliers are doing things like cheaper for you to get them redone. So that I know that some people are doing things half price.
I got it off Etsy, I think, so I could email her and just ask her. But
yeah, I would ask her, because she might do it for you cheaper if you're doing it again, or she might even do it for free. You don't know.
Yeah, I will ask her. Nightmare.
It'll be sorted in the end.
Yeah. You just gotta laugh about it, I think.
Yeah.
Gotta, like, it is what it is. It's just our luck, to be honest.
You need to make up for it now. Next time you go, you need to make up for it.
Yeah.
Extra special. That's so lush.
Yeah, it'll be lush.
I feel like my mini ears are on like a French berry.
A slab.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, no, because I feel like mine are too.
Then because the camera's like mine look like they're sideways as well, but they're not. I've checked. I've looked in the mirror.
No, your ears look perfect, and then here's me thinking I'm French.
I feel like I'm hurting now. I feel like they're hurting.
Oh, that talk of Epcot.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, yeah. Oh,
So
what
where
did we
were
get
we?
to? I can't remember now. So we did shows, we did brides, we did food, photo spots.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Epcot, like you could write at least 10, couldn't you? So, you know what I mean? There's so many. How could you pick though? Like if you had to pick 3, which ones would you pick?
I think it's a standard one, isn't it? You have to have it outside the Epcot ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, it's
Yeah, right at the front.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like another one which is really good is directly opposite. So it would be in, where was it? I think it was the Japanese pavilion. The one they have, I don't know what it's called, but they got the big red arch. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, I know
I know.
about. Yeah.
And through the arch you can see the Epcot ball. I love that. That's lovely. That's really nice. I'm trying to think what else.
cool.
So many. Let's see. The
I
spatial
always
data-
like it when they got on Flower and Garden, just
Mm.
before you get to like World Showcase, there's always something there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gutted I missed Flower and Garden. I was so excited for that.
I've never been to
Any
Flower and
game
Garden. I would love to go there. It looks so amazing.
Me neither. I was so excited.
once.
I loved all the merch as well this year. I literally wanted everything. I was like, I want the Orange Bird ears, the Orange Bird spirit jersey, the Vivian Bloom spirit jersey. I literally wanted everything. I'd budgeted to buy like all my merch in Epcot this year practically.
Oh,
When,
I've done it once. This
When
is
me
going to
and
be my
Nathan got
second time.
when me and Nathan got engaged last year, it was Flower and Garden, and in that bit before you obviously go into the World Showcase, there was like a flower display, and it was perfect because it was Mickey and Minnie, and then it had love hearts, and then we've got a photo of us two in our engagement tops in front of it. It's really cute.
That's so
Oh, that's nice.
That's love.
Yeah.
I remember when talking of like photo and photo passes, when they used to do really cool photo ops, like I remember Liam and I got a picture in the Italian pavilion, and like it was so cheesy. Like one of us was standing behind one of the columns and the other one was standing behind the other, and they were like, "Oh, well, we'll do a special one." You know how they do like their magic shots. And then Liam's like hanging out of the side of the Colosseum, holding on to like fake balloons, like these cartoon balloons in the end. It's the most cheesiest thing ever, but I loved them. But I don't think they do them anymore. I haven't seen like last few times I've been, I haven't seen like photo pass people like in those areas.
No, me
We had
neither.
a one this year. It was in Hollywood Studios, and like I didn't quite understand what she was doing. Like at the time, I didn't realize that they had these like kinds of photos where they put animations in. So like we were stood like pretty much outside the Hollywood Tower of Terror, and she was like, "Will you like just hold hands or like come close together and both hold your hand out like that and be like really shocked?" So we were like, "Okay." So we were like posing, like doing this like weird face, and then when I looked at the picture, it was Chip.
Oh,
It was so cute. I'll post it on Instagram later.
It's so funny that the stuff that they make you do. Like when we first went, and they made us like do all these pictures, and then all my family were like, "Oh, it's a bit cheesy," isn't it? And I was like, "Yeah, but it's not because of us. It's what they're making us do."
Yeah.
They made us,
But
But
now
you
I
love
it.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Cheesy and the better.
I'm gonna try and find these photos. That was like, this is like one of my favorite pictures. Oh, you're probably not going to be able to see it on the camera, are you? Of like Liam and I like outside the Epcot. I love that.
That's so lush.
Oh yeah, here it is. I found it. I found the cheesy pictures.
Oh my God, show us.
It's not one. It's one without the balloon. Like, look in the Epcot pavilion.
That's
Lush.
So cheesy but funny.
I love that.
Love it.
That's so
It's
cool.
lush.
So perhaps they have like the animations on, like what would you call it? Is it a camera? And then they can do it everywhere. Because ours was in front of the Hollywood Tower. And the other ones. Maybe. That's so cool.
I love them in a few places. We've had them in Magic Kingdom as well.
Yeah, I've got to love animated ones.
Especially when
in front of
about
in front of the tree.
Oh, I love that one of Harriet's. Have you seen it? She put it on Instagram the other day.
Oh, I need to see it.
Yeah.
Still makes me laugh. Oh, I love to see that. I love things like that.
It was like a fake proposal. So he was buying, I think it was just like a standard Disney ring, but then they made her do like a fake proposal photo, so it looks like he's proposing to her. And she's like looks shocked.
Oh,
so I'll find it now and show you. It's it's on Harriet's Instagram. But it was so, but she tells the story better than I do. Sorry, Harriet, I'm not that good. I'll find it now.
I do love photo passes, and I love the fact that if you
Happy ever after. Sorry for the cracks on my screen as well. My phone's awful.
Oh,
I love that. That's fab.
I love like how the photo pass experience is included if you purchase the ticket for the trip. I love that. Like I took well advantage of this year, but I feel like I should have done more. Like even though I feel like we should have done more.
I would pay for it even if it wasn't included. I feel like it's just such good value for money. Especially like the water park pictures and all the ride pictures and all of the character meets. I just think it's such value for money.
Yeah.
And like the ones what were you saying, sorry?
This is the one I was on about, the engagement one. We can't really see it. It's so cute.
You guys are so cute.
I love it. They do it too. Like the Hollywood Tower of Terror, and they do like the video. That's really good.
One of my favourite photo pass pictures of this one is Ben with Baymax.
Oh,
you literally can't see him. It's one of my favourites.
La 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 la.
I'm just going to pop to the toilet, girls. It was that 2 seconds.
Okay.
I've got so many photo pass pictures on my phone. I really need to clear them up. I've got literally thousands.
I've lost most of
them. And then I always like panic that I haven't saved them, and then I end up saving them twice.
I like this one when she literally, there was no point in the photo. Like literally my whole face is covered. I was livid.
I do like that.
We had to go straight on it again. I was like, no, we're going straight on it. We didn't get a good picture. Let's queue back up.
Anyone done the photo pass in Paris?
Yes.
No.
I did that on my hand.
Yeah, I don't know whether to do it or not.
Well, the thing is that when you get your photos done in Paris, they will scan them onto a card for you.
Yeah.
So you can get them scanned onto just like a ticket, and then at the end you can purchase them all in the hotel, so you don't have to buy it in advance. Because when we went to Paris and we got engaged, we had all of our photos scanned, and then in the hotel, we were viewing the photos afterwards, and we only bought 3 of them. I think it was like 3 for €20 to have them printed, but we didn't buy all of them. But on my hen, I paid, I think it was like €70, and we got all of them, so we had all the ride photos. But the problem with... Sorry. I was going to say, the problem with Paris is that a lot of the characters don't have photo pass photographers with them.
Yeah.
So if you pay for the photo pass, half of your character photos are going to be on your phone anyway because they're not included. So that's the only downside.
Yeah, I ended up having them on my phone.
It just because obviously you want photos of all of you together, don't you? Rather than like one person taking photos or.
Yeah, but I mean, they will scan them. If you get them done with the character first, they'll scan it onto a card. You can get all of them scanned on and then buy it at the end if you want. But they will take them for you on your phone if not. I'm just going through on my phone now to see how many I had on my photo pass from my hand. But I'll be a second. I've got 12,000 photos on my phone. It's ridiculous. I don't clear it off. I just keep them on there.
I don't either.
I'm a photo holder.
I normally put them all on my hard drive.
31,000.
Shut up.
31,200. They're all probably me going like. Just trying to get the right one, like, and I don't even delete them.
Yeah.
I've scrolled up as far as Florida last year, so that's some progress.
I always screenshot stuff as well. I screenshot loads and I just don't delete it.
And then
I love this. I want to buy this. I'm like,
even you know, like the song countdown thing every day on Instagram. I like re-screenshot it again to put it on my Instagram rather than like taking the same one, so it's on there like 30 times.
Right, I'm back. I'm up as far as the wedding now, therefore I should nearly be at the hen if I'm in chronological order. I had so much Disney stuff at my wedding.
Oh, I love things like that.
Lush.
Mickey and Minnie on my cake.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's so cute.
So, Vicky, does your partner like Mickey and Minnie and like Disney as well?
Yeah, he does. Not as much as me, but he does. But like, he just loves film in general, and he does love Disney. Like when we're there, he'll get into the bubble.
Yeah.
But outside of it, he's not as much. But my stepdad made me this sign. I'll show you it if you can see it.
Oh, I love that.
So my stepdad made it for me. So it says like Wonderland, Emerald City, Happily Ever After, and Neverland.
Oh, things like that.
Where's my Paris photo? There we go. Paris photo pass pictures. So yeah, we had quite a few, but nowhere near as many as Florida.
Naomi, that is exactly what I do. Do you know when you go to turn the volume down or something and like your reflexes go and you like take a screenshot? I'm like, that's me every day.
Or there's nothing worse when you've opened your phone and then you've accidentally taken a photo of yourself.
And open
like this.
Yeah.
On your own.
I'm bad for putting the flash on as well. So like I'm walking around the house and the flash is on and like my mother's like,
I hate when you take like a slide photo and then your flash is on. It's so embarrassing. So
yeah, I've done that as well.
I've done that once. Oh.
So I had about 40 photos from my photo pass in Paris. Just trying to roughly count.
Yeah.
But they're mainly
That's pretty good though.
But yeah, most of the characters, the only character ones I've got are Goofy and Donald, but we met loads more characters, but there's just no photo pass photographer there, so we had to have them on our phones.
Yeah.
Still,
I think I might just do it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like €10 cheaper if you do it in advance, but you don't have to. Like, you can decide when you're there, and you can still have them all, and you can decide when you get home as well, because on the card, you can view them online and just pay for it when you get home if you want.
Oh, that's good too.
So it is really good in terms of your options.
I feel like that's bad though. Like thinking about like your Disney Blues, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'll just buy them all.
I know.
Yeah.
Let me reminisce, and then I'd be like, money down. Yeah, I get that. Right, I got like something to ask you, and I know it's like kind of off topic of Disney, but I want to know everyone's opinions on Universal as a whole. Is it like something you go to Florida for? Or is it something you're like, no, I've never been, or perhaps I don't like to go every year. I'm more of a Disney person.
I love Universal.
I'm totally all Disney. Like this trip, I don't think we would have gone to Universal, and we only went last time for one day, and the time before that we didn't go.
I love Universal, but I love Harry Potter and I love Marvel.
Yeah.
I feel like if somebody asked me to pick between Disney and Universal, I couldn't pick. And I would, like, I know a lot of people will be like, what? Like, but if I would probably slightly lean. No, I don't even know. Like, I got a lot of memories in Universal from like growing up as a child. And like, I got loads in Disney too. But I just always loved Universal. I just do. And I don't think I could visit Florida without it. I know that's really
Hi, Paul. Hi, Cheryl.
Oh, hello.
I love Universal Studios as well. Like I go every time we go and I absolutely love it. But obviously I'm a Disney person. So if you said pick between the two, 100% I pick Disney because I think it's much more magic than Universal. But I was gutted because this was going to be the first trip we weren't going to Universal because we were only going for 10 days rather than 23 days. So we were just going to do Disney only. But yeah, it's that, I don't know.
That's a trip, 23 days. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the norm.
But
we're going to go for the 10 days only, just chill, just all Disney, staying on property, but no, not to be.
So Naomi said That's good to know. I thought they had to pay for each individual photo if you didn't have the photo pass in advance. So did you say that was in regards to Paris? I think I missed that.
Yeah, that's in Paris. They will take your photo. You know, like in Universal when they take your photo and then they give you like a little card ticket with the photo on?
Right.
They do that, and you can get all of your photos scanned onto it. You can just show it there, and then in your hotel you can buy it afterwards, or you can do it online, and then they're all watermarked though online, and you have to pay then if you want them.
Oh, I love that. That's good.
Just make sure you scan it after everyone, otherwise you don't get it. You have to like physically ask them to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Like, this year, has anybody ever like experienced this too? But like some rides, I'm trying to think of which ones. I think it might have been the Haunted Mansion. We had our photo pass upload onto our phone, but we didn't scan our magic band.
Yeah.
Does that freak you out? Because I don't know how it works. How does it work? Can someone tell me? Because I was like,
it's cool.
flabbergasted.
I asked
it happens
them
on a few of them, don't it?
It happened to us in Pirates of the Caribbean as well, and
yeah.
And I asked them, and they said it was magic. So I looked it up, and it goes off NFC technology on your magic band. So when you have to like tap your magic band on things to like use your fast passes, it's like a built-in technology for them to be able to scan it.
Okay.
So when you go on, I'm not sure how it picks up which cart you're in. I guess it must be something in the cart.
Yeah,
or
maybe.
On the ride, but it definitely goes under technology from your magic band, and that's how it tells.
Because we were trying to figure
it does that in certain restaurants though as well, don't they? They say just go and grab a seat and we'll bring your food to you. Yeah, they do it in the Contemporary, and then they just bring your food to your table, but you don't have like the only thing that you've got is your magic band.
Yeah,
and It's a Small World does it as well. When you come off, it says goodbye in your name. So it'll say like goodbye, Katie, or if you look at the little screens on the side, it doesn't have every single person's name, but sometimes you'll catch yours.
Oh, I've never noticed that before. I'll have to keep an eye out next time.
Yeah, I took a picture of mine and Chris's one year because we were on there and it said, "Oh, goodbye, Sarah and Chris." And I was like, "Oh, my name."
Me and Jacob were talking about it. I think it was the Haunted Mansion one, and we were like, "Well, how are they doing that?" Because like. But we figured it out and we thought, oh, it's got to be when you enter the queue, you like walk past something, it scans your position in the queue. But then we were like, what if we'd let somebody go in front of us by here now?
Yeah.
We have their photo pass, so it's also the cart, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be something in it.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I have ended up with other people's photos on my Disney.
Yeah, I've had one or two.
Yeah. It's a bit like,
I was like, who's this? But then I always think then, like, were they in the same one as us? Or like, how have I got this?
I wonder how
is somebody looking at you somewhere?
Yeah.
Funny. I think Paul and Cheryl have put something regarding, there you go, if you go down like the next comment in a minute, it said about the RFID chip in the band and a sensor nearby.
Yeah.
I take it they use Final Cut Pro then. Oh, that'd be so handy if you could message me. That would be lovely. Thank you. Oh yeah, in the band and the sensors nearby. But where's the sensors? I'm really I want to know.
You need to know.
Yeah, like I think it was just like, oh my gosh, like it's real magic. Like
the sensor might be in the camera.
Yeah.
So that when you're at the bit where it's taking the photo, that's how it picks you up, and that's why you may sometimes get someone else's. That's the only thing I can think of.
Facial recognition, is it?
What was that?
Facial recognition, is that what you mean?
No, so the sensor that they've got maybe is linked to the camera when it takes your photo, so it can just like it's almost like a Bluetooth thing. It can tell when you're near.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a really good point. That
no, it's like so it's like near technology. You know, on your phones. I know you can't on like iPhone or such. Well, you can. It's like AirDrop when you're near something and it will transfer.
Yeah.
Like on Samsung's, you hold them back to back and then it will just transfer a file. It's that type of technology.
Isn't there something? You know, in Universal, in Jurassic Park, when they got the photo opportunity with the T-Rex that comes up by the track?
Yeah.
Hasn't that got something where you tap?
No, we didn't go in. I think it doesn't at the moment, but it's in a temporary loan because of the construction.
Right, okay.
But we didn't tap anything when we went.
Yeah, because when we went there this year, like as growing up as a child, there was always somebody there taking pictures for you.
Yeah.
Like we went there this year and there was like this little like machine and it had like a camera where it took it for you.
Oh no, we had a person again when we went.
Did you?
Yeah, we had a person. They took our photo and they videoed it.
Oh, that's really cool. Is that meeting the raptor or is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I met the raptor this year. That was amazing. But
Yeah.
you know
I'd love to
when the T-Rex, which is like
Oh,
still.
the car. They're like just like the model.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a box that takes the picture. Sorry.
Yeah. Is that like, I've never done that, but is that similar to like the Magic Band, do you think? Because obviously you tap and then it takes the picture. Do you know what I mean? Is that like, because it's similar to like the whole camera situation you were talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It's so mad though how like people have come up with that. Like,
I know.
how did they think? Like,
The technology's been there for years. The technology's been there for years. Because I used to work in Phones for You, maybe 8 years ago now? 7, 8 years ago. And I remember that technology was new then. So you think how much that's probably moved on since. But I know when I used to work there, it was like a new thing, the NFC technology. So I'm assuming it's that they're using, but a better version.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like even so, like I was discussing with my family the other day, like we were always huge fans of like roller coasters and things. So like when you think about things like Dueling Dragons and like what the Hulk was, I know it's been revamped a little bit. I like the Kraken as well, like how rickety they are, even though they're still amazing rides. How can you compare those to like the new roller coasters? They're so smooth. It's crazy, isn't it? How things change. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it is good. I do love how they change everything. It is fab. Let's have a little look.
Sorry, what did I miss, girls? I just had to go and turn on the light and sort out the bed sheets.
Just like chatting about like technology and things and like how things have changed.
Yeah, that's so true. It's actually that's one of the interesting things about watching the Imagineering story, isn't it? Is that you obviously see in that transition of like how the rides were and how they are now, and you think in another 10 years, like what they're going to create is going to be absolutely insane.
One thing I will say though is that I'm not a huge fan of 3D rides. I think it's because I need to have glasses on when I'm like on like for screens. Like on a laptop, it's fine because it's close. But I mean, you guys have glasses. Like putting 3D glasses over glasses, it doesn't always line up right. So like half the time I'm like this, trying to move it.
I even find it with contact lenses though as well. Like even if I got contact lenses in, it's still I don't know. It just trips me out a little bit.
Yeah. So I think if it doesn't line up, I struggle when I like a physical set. Like even with films, like my husband more so than me, he hates CGI. He prefers like real sets and models and animatronics, and I much prefer that in rides. So I'd much rather there was more set pieces. Like I like Spider-Man because it's got the set pieces, but I wish there was more sets and less screens. Universal in particular, like I love Universal, but I want more.
I think that may be why I'm not as fussed on Universal though. Like there's so many rides that, like when we went last year, I was a bit not like it just didn't wow me, which is why I don't think that we'd be bothered in going back like every year.
Yeah. Looking at Harriet's comment there, Megaphobia is the most rickety roller coaster ever.
God, yeah.
I agree. I feel like that's on the same level. Has anybody been on Gwazi? I know that's in Busch Gardens. It's the same style. It's like the wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, I've never been to Busch Gardens because it's owned by SeaWorld, so
yeah.
Oh my God, Megaphobia. I can't even remember the last time I was like at Oakwood.
What a ride, though. It's such a ride.
What am I missing? What is Megaphobia?
It's the Welsh theme park at Oakwood.
Right, okay, I was like, I have no idea what Megaphobia is. She's all getting excited. I've been on that Disney ride.
When it reopens, we'll have to do a day trip and you'll have to come down.
I'm scared. If you're saying it's a rickety ride.
It's a wooden roller coaster.
And it's called Megaphobia.
It says a lot in the title, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's really good. You love it.
Naomi said she struggled with like the passage when she was wearing contacts as well.
See, I was okay on Flight of Passage.
Like when you think about like being inclusive, that's they perhaps if that's the case, they should try and adapt their screens a lot more because obviously it's something that people are experiencing. Do you know what I mean? And it's obviously it's like hindering that.
I find that I will feel sick on most rides, like Star Tours and things. It makes me feel so sick.
Star Tours
Star Tours makes me feel sick.
Horrid, isn't it? But I find like with Flight of Passage, because of like the aircon and with it constantly being cool, I feel always a bit better. Like I don't feel as sick.
Yeah. Try taking travel sickness tablets on when I was gonna say, because that's what Ben tried this time and he noticed a huge difference.
There's something called, is it sturgeon? Is it sturgeon? Was that just Nicola Sturgeon? Who knows? But anyway, these tablets that you can get, but they make me really drowsy. They make me tired, and I don't end up having like a really good day in the park. So I ended up just having to wear like the C bands, which for me they work, but you just get really sweaty wrists in September. Not the dream.
I feel like you get that with your magic band though anyway.
Yeah. Imagine that with a magic band on top of it. Ever the accessory.
On the plane I wear them.
On the plane?
Yeah, because I get sickness when I'm flying, so I use them for the plane. They're really good, I think.
I think they're really good. I think as long as you get them in the right pressure point, they work.
Yeah, they are good.
But yeah.
Oh, so that's good to know. Like everyone's opinions are universal. Has everyone been to like Volcano Bay and things?
Only the once this trip. I'd never been before. Because like last time Ben's eye was bad, so he couldn't get chlorine in it, so he couldn't go to any of the water parks.
Oh my gosh. So like, has anybody been to Wet and Wild, like when it was open?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I loved Wet and Wild. What a dangerous park. Liam actually so dangerous. But he had an accident when he was there one time. It wasn't a time that we went together, but he was running, and I think it was where like the wave pool was, and he slipped and whacked his head and fell unconscious. And like it was just very dramatic. But we went like 1 year together, and was it like the Black Hole or something? Was it called the Black Hole? Honestly, you felt like you were going to die on them. Honestly, but it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, I loved it. Dangerous park, but brilliant.
It was dangerous. I'm just still gutted. Like I'm still not okay with the fact that they got rid of it. I'm not.
We're
not okay. I'm not. And like I love like the look of the Endless Summer Resort, but I'm like, no, you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have got rid of Wet and Wild. You shouldn't have. I love it.
I think there was incidents, wasn't there, at Wet and Wild, or very close incidents where people were coming off the water slides. Which gosh. To be fair, I can see.
They should.
Yeah, you can see how.
Like you're talking about rickety roller coasters. They were rickety, like water slides.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they were full of rust.
I think that was what made it fun noise, the fact that it was uncertain. But it was really good. I used to enjoy. I remember really hurting my back one time though when I was there. I went down the what's it called? What was the drop slide called? Do you remember? Something bomb something.
I can't remember.
How you back though? I can't remember. But like I'd gone on it. I got to the bottom where you like basically like glide on the water and there were like loads of stones in there. And like I like scraped all like my back.
Naomi said about Disco H2O. That was the ride.
Yes, that was amazing. I used to love the music on it.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was so good. I used to love that. What was the one called? Bubba Tub was good. Remember Bubba Tub?
No.
I used to go like that. That was dangerous.
You're good at remembering all the names.
I'm a Wet and Wild fanatic. Like I remember my nan going and she literally almost came out of it. It was really funny. And I always remember the one as well, which was like I can't remember what it was called. It was a two-person ride, and it was like I can't even remember what it was called. It was like rainbow colours and stuff, and they'd like shoot loads of water at you when you were going through it.
Oh, I can't remember. You've got fabulous memory.
I just loved Wet and Wild. It was my favourite as a child.
That would have been at the time the best water park.
Yeah, I agree.
All of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to see what it looked like. I'm going to Google it.
And I remember we went the following year when it had flattened, and we were just like, you know, when you're just like, we miss them.
Literally, I always remember like going there as a child. I think that's probably why I feel so attached to it, is because I had so many childhood memories there. And I just remember being like there, like playing in the like kiddie area with a big bucket. And like my parents would go and get like a KFC through the day, and like you could bring the food in and we'd just like chill. It was just lovely.
That's so lovely. I do like Volcano Bay though. Volcano Bay is amazing. Krakatoa is such a good water roller coaster. It's so good.
When you talk about advances in technology and things, like what an advancement. Do you know what I mean?
Like, especially the inside with the volcano talking.
No. Yeah, I feel like I love Volcano Bay so much because of how brilliant, and like you got to admit it is better in what they've got and things.
Yeah.
I just, as of yet, because I've only been twice really, I still hold more memories in Wet and Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anybody else
I'm
been?
a Typhoon Lagoon girl, I am.
I love
Typhoon Lagoon all the way.
Oh, yeah, Typhoon Lagoon. Liam and I were talking today, like if money was no object, like and money wasn't involved, what would be your dream job? Like, and we're both obviously like, yeah, like work for Disney, that would be amazing. And I was like, I would really just love to work in the water parks. I'd love to work in Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so much fun.
So good.
In the lazy river, just collecting all the leaves.
Yeah.
My
job.
My dream job would be the character attendant for Mickey and Minnie in Hollywood Studios, because the one time, where's my little Minnie? There was a woman and she was stood at the queue and she was just literally like this the whole time with this little Minnie, just like, and just like making her dance, and she was playing hide and seek with the kids. It was so fun. And I was like, oh my God, she's literally getting paid to make this little mini teddy dance and blow kisses and like play hide and seek with babies and push chairs. I was like, she's living the dream. She gets paid for that. Like, I would pay money to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been. When we went last year. What?
No, I've never been to Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach.
Same.
Typhoon Lagoon's the thing.
Yeah, Typhoon Lagoon is better than Blizzard Beach, definitely.
I do like Blizzard Beach too, but Typhoon Lagoon is the one.
Yeah.
What were you saying then, Tori? Sorry.
Oh yeah, last year when we were in an Uber though, our driver was a cast member, and he worked in Paddlefish. It's called Paddlefish.
Yeah.
I think it is. And he was saying that he was the manager there and like he's worked his way up. And I was like, oh my God, it'd be my dream to like be a cast member. And he just turned around and said, it's not all the dreams that you think it is or something.
Yeah.
And I was like,
thanks. Best in my bubble.
Yeah. It's so loads of them, loads of cast members, Uber drivers.
Yeah, we met a cast member that worked. Where did he work? Was it Animal Kingdom? But he was also working in IHOP.
Yeah,
that's the dream.
Free pancakes, free tickets.
Yeah, I think most people do Uber and a park, don't they, over there? Because I think all my Uber drivers worked at Universal or Disney.
Yeah,
one or the other.
I feel like though, maybe like I would love to know what makes them feel that way. What makes them think?
I know.
Because like when you think and you look at all the people who travel, hi.
Yay.
When you look at like the people who travel from other areas of the world, like Britain, like Hayley Morris, have you seen Hayley Morris's channel? Like they go out there and do like either a college program or like an international program, and they like work there and they love it. Like what makes the experience different? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I guess it's like any job though. Like
the person as well.
If you ask anyone about their job, there's always going to be something that they're like, oh yeah, it's all right, but
yeah, I suppose
you're never going to be like a thing about it, are you?
Yeah.
You're never going to be like, oh my God, it's my dream job. Like I'm having a great time. Like everyone's got to complain about something.
Yeah, I suppose.
I want to be Bob Iger. Decided.
Yeah.
I'd be Bob.
Yeah, me too.
I'd love to know like why for things, like what makes you do this, what makes you think this, do you know what I mean? Like how do you do it? This is crazy.
I know. How do you get to that job? Like there's so many millions of jobs in the world. So how do people even get to that point? Somebody I work with, his daughter-in-law works for Disney, but she finance or an accountant for Disney, and she works in like the London head office. And I was like, oh, I want her job. I just want to work for Disney. I'll do anything, even cleaning the toilets. I'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
Nathan's friend's sister has just started on one of the Disney cruise ships.
Lush.
Oh yeah, that would be lush. I want to do
How is
Disney.
everyone? Hello, how are you? Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Oh,
I'm just reading through some of the comments. What have I missed?
We're just discussing like Disney dream jobs at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, what if you could be like? Well, we're discussing like if you had no money, was no object. Like, what would be your dream job?
I think I'd look like a princess as well. Can you imagine like taking pictures and seeing the kids' faces come in and like them look at you and literally believe that you were them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Imagine working in like the Bibbidi Bobbidi boutique thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would be crying all the time. I'd be like, oh,
That'd be so cute.
that is lush. What are you thinking then, Becky?
I
What
would
would
go
you
there
do?
myself.
Maybe just like a lifeguard at the water parks.
We talked about that, didn't we?
Or like on the slides. Off you go. Off you go.
Yeah.
Could you imagine though how hot that would be? Like you would
Yeah,
be
it'd be very
boiling,
hot.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
We'd have a
Can you
good time.
imagine having to walk those stairs every day up to the top of the volcano in Volcano Bay?
Yeah.
You
Then I'm
definitely
get back
fit.
I'd
out.
like to be a tour guide or something would be good, like a keys to the kingdom
VIP
tour guide.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I'd like that.
That'd be good. I would love to
Yours
work in
then.
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Harriet said, I have a family member who works for ESPN, which is obviously owned by Disney, and he says their lifts play Disney music. Dream.
Oh, what a dream.
Imagine like arriving to work thinking, oh, it's a Monday morning, and then like going up in the lift, you then like, happy New Year. You'd be like, I would know. Oh, okay. You'd be fine, wouldn't you?
I'm going to put that in our morale system for work. So we have like a morale group. Say like, what would make you happier in work? On a survey, Disney music in the lift.
I used to work in a play centre. Sorry.
No, carry on.
I used to work in a play centre, and they used to have like speakers and play music and stuff. And they'd put like this playlist on, and it was just like dance music and stuff. And I was like, that's not what the kids want. They want Disney music. And I would be like making little playlists, and like, can it be me behind the counter, like loving it? Whilst everyone's like, keep for real.
I love it.
I love listening to like Walt Disney World today. Like I'll just put it up on my TV and just like as if like I'm in the hotel room, like just pretend
it.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
I like the updated version as well. Like the latest version is really good.
Yeah. I think I've had it on like nearly every day since this.
I did, to be fair, Tori. I saw the story. I was like, oh, she's doing what I do. I love that.
Yeah.
all the time.
Just bring a little bit of magic to the home.
Yeah, exactly.
So has everyone?
Especially when you're like in the kitchen or something.
Yeah.
You've probably all spoke about it, but have you seen that Disney are going live tonight at midnight?
Yeah, the girls were just saying.
Yeah.
I
I didn't know, but I'm
are they
so
doing
excited.
a fireworks show, or is it just? I didn't quite understand what they were saying they were doing.
They stream Happily Ever After. I think it works out at 12 p.m. for us.
Yeah,
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Just
there.
I'm
gonna
going
tell
to
you
Now I find out.
It's on Walt Disney World's Instagram. They are going to be
Yeah, it's
they
on
got a
the
little
story.
Yeah,
Oh,
they should be
exciting.
just posting it as a live stream, I'm assuming. I'll have a little check now.
We're all going to be up now at 12.
I know.
I'm just having a look now.
My mother just texted me. She was like, correction, you've been to Blizzard Beach. I was a child though. I was like literally like 2, I think. I was like really little. I think the first time I went to Florida, I wasn't even 1. I was like a couple of months old. So that must have been then.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've only ever been there once to Florida because all my family were West Coast. We always went to Disneyland or Paris, so I'd never been to Florida until last year. So I've only been there once.
It's lush though.
But I feel like only once is enough for you to get addicted though.
Yeah.
I'd already been to all the other parks, and like I was 27 the first time I went to Florida, which is ridiculous considering how much I love Disney. Everyone's like, I just assumed you'd been. I was like, no, my family were West Coast, so I was a deprived child and only went to Disneyland. But I'm still bitter. My mum's probably watching this, and I am still bitter. Like everyone else got to go to Disney World, and I was just like, all your family's West Coast, you can go to the West Coast. I was like,
Disneyland's so special. It's so lucky to be able to go there. It's so nice.
Yeah, I know. I am joking, but I
so
was
good.
upset. Like, my friends got to go to Florida. I was like, I want to go to Florida.
I didn't go until I was 25 the first time I went. So I was like older too. So I completely empathize with you with that. It's like, not accept like Disney and Paris I've been when I was younger, but Walt Disney World never been until I was 25. I was like, this is unacceptable behaviour.
I was
100%.
Yeah,
I was
I've
20
been
before.
before. But when I was younger, But then I went again when I was 25. And
I've not been to any other Walt Disney Worlds apart from Florida.
Oh, that's
On
the best.
here,
I
it
need to
says,
go now.
I feel like I really want to visit like Shanghai or something as well.
I really want to go to Tokyo.
Yeah,
I want to.
Tokyo.
Shanghai's like obviously the biggest castle as well, isn't it? Like I would just want to go see it.
Yeah.
Having a look on allears.net now, it says on the Walt Disney World stream on their countdown, it says Happily Ever After fireworks show. Join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Like
So
from
I'm guessing it is the fireworks as well.
Yeah, I'm gathering that it's like they are doing the fireworks like live. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I video previous.
It doesn't say Happily Ever After. It says Happily Ever After fireworks show. They specify fireworks, so I assume they are doing them.
Yeah.
It's probably as well for people in the area as well, isn't it? Because they're all obviously going to be able to see them.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine that? Can you imagine living here? Oh,
imagine being in lockdown and then looking at your window and.
I wonder though if it will like. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, saying about fireworks. Somebody let off fireworks yesterday for the NHS clap, which is great. But where are they getting fireworks
everyone
from?
does that on my
Yeah, where they're buying them from.
Yeah, that was my question. Is that an essential trip to buy fireworks? Where can you get them? I want fireworks. I want sparklers in my garden just to keep me happy.
Oh, that's nice. I can't wait. I'm so excited. What's the time now?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
3 hours to go.
Oh my god, I never stay up later than 11.
Oh, you've got to stay up later tonight. You've got to do it.
I'm such an old lady.
Not as old lady as me. I'm normally in bed by 9. This is very late for me. 6 minutes past 9. I can't cope.
You're very busy though, aren't you? You're really.
I would say you are working.
But do you know what? I'm not going to lie, girls. Even if I wasn't working, I'd still be in bed at 9.
I love my sleep.
That's the way.
Honestly, my sleeping pattern is so out of sorts. I haven't been going to bed till like 4:30.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
But then
I'm getting up not long after that.
I know, but then
I normally like Chantel.
I've been
I'm normally
saying,
Chantel, but now I'm a Tory at the minute. I'm up till like silly o'clock.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a nightmare. But I don't wake up then until like gone like 11:30.
Yeah,
I love that. We were like that first week. It was like the first week I was like sleeping for ages. I was sleeping all night, not waking up, no disruptions. But like now I feel like we're staying up until like 1, maybe 2. And then like we back up at like 8:30 and like I'm up through the night as well, and it's like I feel tired again now and I don't know why.
That's me, but then I've been having a nap in the afternoon for an hour.
Oh, I love a little siesta.
Oh,
yes.
I'm loving that.
I do love
Having the most weird dreams as well.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I'm having weird dreams. It's
I woke
really
up this
vivid
morning
as well.
and the dream I was actually at Islands of Adventure and I'd just been on Ripsaw Falls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I was in a swimming costume and I'm like, well, I'll put this swimming costume on so I don't get my clothes wet. And all of a sudden I'm awake and I'm in bed like, oh my god.
Genius idea though.
I hate when you
I'm going on in a swimming costume in the future.
I hate when you dream of Florida and then you wake up and you're like,
I'm not in Florida.
no.
It sounds really strange, right? But I keep having this dream all the time, like constantly. Like I remember before going on my trip, it was like an anxious dream, like constantly. I would like wake up. I would like in my dream, we were going to Florida and it was travel day. And I was so obsessed with vlogging my trip this year. So like in my dream, I was like waking up and it was like day 1 and we'd done travel day. And I was like, I didn't film it. That's my favorite vlog to watch. I didn't even do travel day. And like I still have the dream. It's really strange. I like it.
That's my favorite day to watch as well.
Yeah.
I feel really
the best days. I love pre-travel days and travel days to watch.
I keep
travel
having
days
a nightmare that I'd get to Florida and my dress wouldn't fit.
Oh, wedding dreams.
Yeah, honestly.
Standard wedding dreams.
On
They've
my
stopped
wedding,
now,
when my mum was doing up my dress on my wedding day, like everyone's pictures, they normally look really nice when I'm the dress, and like mine is just sheer terror on my face because it was buttons at the back, and it was just like if it doesn't fit, there's no backup, and it's just sheer terror. And my mum couldn't do the buttons because she's got arthritis. She was struggling just to do them. And I was thinking, oh my god, she can't do it because it doesn't fit. What am I going to do? But it was fine.
I was thinking, we landed on like, I think it was like a Saturday we got there, but then we weren't getting married till the Wednesday, and I was like, we're on the dining plan, like I've got a lot of places to eat before Wednesday. So I hope it's gonna fit, but obviously.
I lived off Caesar
My
salad
friend
when
had
I
the
got
same
married there.
problem.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just live off salad until you get married.
That's
And
what I
then
did.
when
I think
you can go all for it.
we
When
got
you
married
It's
read
not
5
good, is it,
days
when you
in.
get married there?
When you rebook, Tori, you need to change the plan so that you get married on like the second day.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I plan to get married next day, and then I'll be fine.
Also, Tori, make sure if you've got any, I don't know if you have, or if you've got any like shoulders showing or anything, strap marks.
Yeah,
No strap
I
marks.
know. That's my other thing as well. I was
Because
like, to my sister, I
mine
was
was
like, I'm gonna have
strapless.
to
And I
wear
was
a
like,
t-shirt.
tubes only.
Bye, Harriet.
I've got. I'm
Bye.
gonna have to be careful of that. Oh, bye, Harriet.
Why is that happening? Girls, can you see in the comments?
Yeah.
It's because we're all
Yeah.
logged in under the one account.
Ah,
Is anyone typing it?
No.
I think
I typed
I
earlier
typed
saying
that.
megaphobia, and it was like everyone typed it.
I typed it, but I think it's because it's going on to each of our channels individually as us.
Yeah.
So like on mine it says it's from me, and from Tori's it says it's on Tori's.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah,
we're on the same
that's-
streaming system. We managed to do that this time. We managed to get
I
it.
literally,
Which is really good.
when I seen that, I just thought, oh my god, is it like recording like what we're
Yeah, we're
saying? I'm like,
saying,
Yeah.
Big Brother is
what?
watching.
Like,
To be honest, right? Earlier, when I wrote, "Oh my god, yes, megaphobia," I was like, "Oh my god, everyone's wrote the same comment. They all think megaphobia is amazing."
I thought that.
It's like, whoa.
So funny.
oh, I love that. I was like looking at it and I was thinking, I don't get what's going on. But yeah, like it's 'cause we're all linked on the same live stream at the moment.
Is it all linked to everyone's YouTube then?
We figured out how to do it. There's like
Ah.
a subscription thing on you, so you've got to do that, and then you can link up to 4. Which is really good. So, like, it's like
That's good.
now.
Thank you for doing that, by the way. That's really kind of you.
That's okay. I love the fact that we can do that because I just think like we're all discussing. Like, I want it to be on yours as well. Do you know what I mean?
It's so nice of you to do that, though. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That is good.
So then, are you all of you? I know, obviously, Tori, you're like due to get married this year, hopefully, all being well. But then, so who else is married? Vicky, you're married. Becky, you're married. Sassy, you're married.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're married. No, Katie, never mind.
That is an engagement.
I'm newlywed though. Newlywed.
You're newlywed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, though.
August 2019. So we did our wedding, then we went on a honeymoon in August.
Oh, what date in August?
10th.
Oh, ours was the 30th, but 2018.
Me and you were like freakily similar. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was looking through Vicky's like photos on Instagram, and her wedding flowers are like literally the same as mine. And we were just talking before we came on here, and her partner loves wrestling, and so does mine. It's like really
Oh my
weird.
god, and Nathan does. I hate it.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
love
god,
it. This was
I like it.
This is what I bought myself from the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
He's called Rumble
Honestly,
Rousey.
I always say to him, "What are you watching this for?"
Lush, I love that.
My granddad used to
love
love
it.
wrestling and always used to take us when we were a kid. And then when he passed away, my dad was like, "Is there anything you want?" I was like, "I want his Hulk Hogan bobblehead. That's all I want."
Oh, that's so cute.
But we always used to go with him, like to like the really naff like local wrestling.
Oh, I love it. though.
Chantal?
I made my other half.
Hello.
Do you think that you're like get engaged soon? I think you're gonna. No. Really?
I don't know. No, I mean,
No.
no, probably not. I'd love
I think you
to.
will.
I'd love to.
You
But
will.
Liam is very, very good at surprises, and we have had the discussion about getting married. He said, like, I do want to marry you. Like that's like no question about that. I do. He's like, I just want to do it, like when I'm ready. And I said, that's fine, as long as you want to do it. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know. We've been together 7 years.
Nathan was like that though. Me and Nathan were together 10 years before you did it.
Wow, a long.
We were
time.
7 years.
Who was 7 years?
And I didn't like. I thought I was going to wait forever.
I know. Do you know what? Like, I keep trying to sell myself to Liam, and it sounds really terrible. But I go like, look, I'm worth more to you as your wife, and like, I've got a good pension. You know, I'm worth more to you as a wife. I'm also worth more to you as like a wife that's not, you know, not actually here anymore. But that's like, never mind the point of that. I was like, I'm really more like valuable as a wife, like than a girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? We've got
It's so funny. Me and both my sister have been like annoying, saying like to our boyfriends, "Oh, when are you going to propose? When are you going to propose?" And then my sister got engaged in Barbados, and then 2 months later, the exact date, Nathan did it to me. I was like, "You didn't plan this very well, did you?"
Oh,
and I was like, "Did you left it a bit longer?"
Did you?
And then he said, "No, not at all." And then he said, because I told him not to, because obviously, like, my sister had just got engaged. And I was like, don't do it now. Like, don't do it. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then he obviously did in Disney. And then he said, well, the thing is, he said, I knew I had to do it at Disney. And he said, if I didn't do it now, then we'd have to go another year. So I needed to do it now. So I was like, oh, okay then.
No. I didn't suspect it at all with Ben, because he always said he didn't see the point in weddings. He's like, they're a waste of money. I don't see the point. They're absolutely ridiculous. Like, he'd always said, that's why I had no idea. So I was like completely shocked when it happened. It was in Disneyland Paris, like right outside the castle.
Amazing.
But he was going to do it with Mickey and Minnie, but there was a big crowd, and he's like, he would have had a fit with the amount of people that were there.
That's nice of him to think through, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, let's see what the future holds there for me and my engagement and as well. Who knows? But
it's on the internet now, so it has to happen.
You know, and this is do you know what? Like, I've actually come like to terms with the idea. Like, now over the years of being with him, like, I'm just this is so cheesy, and I'm all about the prime dairy, you know. But this, like, for me, like, I'm really like happy with how we are. Like, and if that came along, like, that would be amazing. But like, I'm just happy with us being together. Like, last year, Liam was really poorly. He had sepsis. And he nearly died. So it was like quite a scary year it was so scary. But like, that like made me realize a lot of things. Like, it's not everything. Like, as long as we're together and we're healthy, like, that's really important. And
are you okay now?
You, by being like that though, it's going to make it even more special, I think. Like, when it does happen, it's going to be even better because you've already.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we've got 2 children together, so 2 fat babies. That's enough. Yeah, your turn next. Maybe Katie will get engaged. Katie's probably more likely to get engaged before I am. I'm telling you.
No, girls, it's not going to happen soon. Definitely not. Like, we've been together 4 years now, but I don't know. We got like a house on the way now, but I just don't know. Maybe, like, you say no, but then you never know, do you?
You never know.
And it's all down to them as well. So,
like, I always drop hints. I'm like, oh my gosh, have you seen these Disney engagements? Like, they're just so cute. Like,
I love the Disney engagement rings, though. And I know that's so cliche, but the Cinderella ring, I blooming love that. And
that was released literally like 2 weeks after we got engaged, and Ben was like, I wish they'd come out before because I would have got you one. He's like, and it was a damn sight cheaper than yours as well.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
they're not that bad price either.
No, so he was expensive.
Like, I feel like I'm more of a Belle girl. I am. Like, I love.
Yeah, I love Belle, but I like the Cinderella engagement ring more.
Yeah.
I love that ring. It's so beautiful, and it was on offer. And I showed Liam, it was like £750 at the time. And I was like, look, it's only £750. Like, I'll buy it, like, for now, and you can hold on to it. Like, it's a bit of a saving.
I was so bad with mine, though. I told Nathan, like, years ago that this is the ring I want. And, like, you have to get that one. Otherwise, I'm saying no.
I'm not there.
In fairness,
I just wanted the better than my wedding.
Yeah,
I much prefer to be engaged to get married.
Yeah. I always think that, like, we had such an amazing time when we got engaged that I think, like, it was just amazing. Especially obviously because we were in Disney.
Nothing can beat
so
it.
Nice.
That moment.
Yeah, I think like being in Disney, like, it must be so even more magical because people are like wishing you congratulations.
Yeah,
like
it was great.
like the whole experience would just last longer than a day, I imagine. Like,
Yeah.
Lovely.
And then I think you're on the buzz then for the rest of the holiday. Like, even though you're on the buzz anyway, but like he did it on like the second day because he was like, I had to get it over and done with because it's all I kept thinking about.
Well, when we got engaged, we
It's
were
the
in
shock
Paris.
as well. I think it's the shock of the whole thing.
When we were in Paris, my dad was on holiday in the Maldives, and like Ben didn't ask his permission or anything, so it was a complete surprise. The only person that knew was his mum because he'd hidden the ring at hers. And so I text my dad a picture of us engaged, of like the ring. I sent it to my mum and my dad at the same time. My mum texted me back, and half of it was in capitals, half of it wasn't. There were like spaces halfway through because she was so excited. And my dad hadn't got the messages because he was on a cruise, and he'd got my message saying we'd just landed. Couldn't open the pictures, so he texted me back just saying okay, and I was absolutely fuming. I thought we just got engaged, and all he was saying was okay, but he couldn't download the picture, and I hadn't written anything with it.
Oh no!
He just had the message saying just landed at the hotel, all okay, and then the next thing was a picture, and he couldn't open it, so he was just like okay. I was like, oh, love it.
That's brilliant. I
Oh
love
my
that.
god,
So funny.
that's
I bet you're
hilarious.
so worried. Like, oh, is he not happy about it?
Yeah.
That's so
Oh my
funny.
god, yeah.
That's a really lovely comment that someone's just left.
I
Camden.
know.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
thank
That's
you.
really lovely.
Oh.
Thanks.
I find it weird that actually like people are watching. Like, I just feel like we're in like a group chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
I watched it.
Yeah.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? When, like, we go off and talk about stuff, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're still live. Like,
Yeah.
we're still people.
I think
We were like that the other day, Beth, you and me on Instagram, we were going live, and then I was like, oh yeah. Like, I was talking about stuff, and I was like, oh, you kind of forget, don't you?
Yeah.
you've got to be so careful because the other day we had like a Zoom call, not a Zoom call, like it was Microsoft Teams at work, and I forgot, like I walked into the room because my other like colleague was on the laptop, and I forgot that I was in front of like everybody, and I walked in, I was like, oh, I'm really sorry, I've got a sweaty bum. And then I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, are we live? And she was like, yeah. And I was like,
Did you have a
Oh,
mask on
hilarious.
though? Could they not see who you were? Were you okay?
no, I didn't. I was in the office.
Oh, damn it.
It was very obvious who it was. And I was like, I'm terribly sorry, everybody. I didn't hear that. And then I was trying to like eat my lunch. I was trying to eat my yogurt, and I thought I was like doing it like off the screen like this. But then like one of my colleagues rang me after. She's like, Shanti, you do realise we saw you the whole time? And I was like, I thought I was like off the screen. She was like, no. We just like you were like half there, but like the whole of your body was actually there. And I was like, oh, I'm not very good at these calls. But that's so funny. So yeah. Gotta be careful when you're on live. You do forget.
I was so happy. My manager warned me we were going to have a video call on Wednesday morning. She rang me on Tuesday, and I was like, we can have a video call tomorrow morning. I was like, thank God I can put some makeup on. Like the day before, I hadn't even brushed my hair. I'd literally just chucked a jumper on, got and sat at the laptop, just looked awful. So I was like, thank God she warned me, so that, like, it wasn't like the managers all just seeing me with just no face.
This is me now, but luckily I've got a tan, so I can get away with not wearing any.
Yeah, you girls don't need makeup. You're fine. Tori, I saw your like Instagram live, like not Instagram live, your Instagram story, and you were worried about like wearing makeup, and I was like, why are you worried?
Oh my
What's wrong
God.
with you?
No, this morning. I think it's because I'm like, I haven't been wearing makeup as much, and I'm getting a bit more comfortable now. I go on Instagram and I don't care that I've got makeup on.
Yeah.
But then this morning I put like normal makeup on, and I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I look like a drag queen. Like, oh, do you just feel like you've like caked yourself in it, but actually you haven't really like done anything different to what you normally do.
Yeah.
I tried to put my eyebrows on the other day and I couldn't do them.
Oh no, you're out of touch.
What did you say?
I couldn't do my eyebrows.
Yes.
Couldn't put them on properly. I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
They're going blonde in the sun as well. Not the one.
Not the dream.
Yeah. I'm like, I need my brows doing really bad.
Oh,
I need my roots doing. My roots are the worst.
I can't wait for an absolute pamper. I mean, either having a shower washing your hair and shaving your body and you're feeling like a seal when you come out is absolutely amazing. But when you've had like been to your beauticians and you've had your eyelashes done, your eyebrows, your nails, like your hair's cut, I can't wait for that feeling of just like, you know, like the Pretty Woman scene when she comes out and she's all glam. I reckon that's how I'm going to be feeling when I'm walking down the street.
I wish I lived with a woman sometimes, so I had someone's hair to do.
Can I come and self-isolate with you?
Yeah, you can. You can do it for a week now, can't you?
Well, that's fine, then I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'll just do
We'll all
that
be queuing
a
up
little
the
bit every
door.
day.
Yeah.
I said that to my friend though, because obviously I've got all my colours and stuff at home. I said, well, we're allowed to do this now. You're allowed to move in with someone for a week if you have an argument. I said, you move here, Asha can move to yours, and then I can do your hair. It's all good.
The longest hair appointment ever. It was a week.
That's actually quite good idea. And I've got a babysitter for a week.
Liam is like a barber, so he the other day, like it took us a significant amount of time, but he shaved all of his own hair and not like, but styled it, faded it. He did everything, and I was so impressed. But I was like having to hold this little tiny bathroom mirror, and like my hand was like this for ages. He was like, Chantal, you need to keep your hand still, and I was like, yeah, but I'm trying. And he was like, I'm gonna give myself a dodgy haircut. But it literally took us 2 hours because of my little dodgy T-Rex hand, like trying to hold like this like mirror.
My sister's a hairdresser and she's really missing it, I think.
Oh, I know.
I am.
It's amazing.
It's weird, like when I'm at work and obviously I'm so busy talking to loads of people every day, I come home and I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Now I'm craving that conversation with loads of people because I'm just stuck at home, and I'm like, I actually really, really miss it.
Yeah.
I was planning to get my roots done before we went away, and then my hairdresser's little one was ill and she does it at home, so I was like, it's fine, I can go like an extra couple of weeks without my roots done. So my roots now are awful and I've got loads of grey coming through. I bite my nails if I don't have acrylic, and I've now got little stumps. My eyelashes are out, so my like natural lashes are growing back, but they're like this long. Oh, they're so sad.
I've just put a clear gel on mine
mine are the best that they've been in I don't know how long.
The camera there.
And I'm just enjoying being able to paint them as well.
I can't paint my own nails, and I think it's because like it's a stress, like anxiety. Whenever I'm stressed, I bite them, and it's really bad.
I bite the skin really bad.
So that's why I always have acrylic, so that if I'm sat there like this, they still look nice at least. So I always have acrylic with gel, but they're just awful. They're so sad.
Like the first week, I was like, I'm gonna gel my toes, gel my nails. I did all sorts, and now I'm just like, not bothered now.
No.
At least I've got. Oh my god, I need to, because I've been wearing like just a t-shirt and shorts in the garden. My belly is so white compared to the rest of me. I said I'm gonna have to fake tan.
I fake tanned earlier because I was doing a video. I fake tanned like all my arms and like my upper body, but I've got jeans on. I don't know if you can see them. And like my knee, because I didn't tan my leg. Like, it was a silly idea, really.
I'm just pale. I'm past tanning at the moment, so I'm just pasty and pale and living with it.
Oh, I love a bit of fake tan.
Yeah, me too. Makes you feel bad when you put it on your neck.
I'm so bad that I have to take it on holiday because I don't tan. So like every other day when I'm in Florida sweating, I've got a fake tan. Every time.
I'm very lucky, I must say that.
I don't tan at all. I just
my hubby doesn't, and every time we go on holiday and come home, everyone's like, well, you two have been to different places, haven't you? I'm just really lucky.
Yeah. Oh, girls, this has been so nice again. I've really enjoyed it.
Yes, I can't believe we've been doing it for 2 hours already.
Do you guys mind if I just film you a second for my next week's vlog?
Weekly vlog. Oh, no.
Yes. I love it. I love vlogs. Oh, I know. Cadence has said again. I want to say you're also beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. That's okay. But I want to mention your voice good. I remember you singing in school. Oh my gosh.
That's so nice.
Oh, thank you so much for watching. I just love the fact, like, doesn't it just make you think like someone's like taking their time to watch this stuff?
Yeah.
I know. I still have to pinch myself when I think I get a new subscriber or like somebody follows me. I'm like, why? Someone wants to follow me. Like,
Yeah.
hey, why? Thank you. Why?
Have you decided yet, Chantel, about what flat lay you're going to do?
I've got
a giveaway.
I've got. Oh, for my giveaway.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But I'm definitely going to do a flat lady giveaway because I love that idea. So thank you for giving
That's such a good idea.
That is a really good idea.
So,
I love
like,
that.
Like you like queen of them, like the ones who post them on, like, oh my gosh, it makes you want to buy them. Like you see and you're like, wow.
Thank you. I don't think they're that good, but thank you so much. I just like sharing them. I love seeing people's, and just it gives you like inspo, doesn't it, for like your trips when you go away and things. And it helps me like picture out like ideas of when I'm going, like what I'm actually going to wear on what day. But I'm definitely going to do a flat lay giveaway if I ever hit my goal. I might not, so I might never do the flat lay giveaway. You
definitely will.
You'll hit that goal.
Thank you, girls. I hope so. But I'd like to be able to like give back to people, just to say thank you for supporting me. Like, because I think it's important, isn't it, just to like thank people.
Yeah. I do think that's really nice.
But no, I've got a few ideas in the pipeline, but I'm not entirely sure just yet. Wait and see.
How far off are you?
Oh, I don't even know.
It's not much, is it?
No,
I don't think it's much.
I don't think it's much.
What am I, 934 subscribers?
not too
amazing.
far then.
That is amazing. I remember when I did this, and like I remember when I got my first 5 subscribers, I was like, oh my god, 5 people are watching me. And I'm pretty sure it was probably all family, but like it was so nice.
Yeah. It's so scary though. Like
it is.
Oh, when I put that Ocean Florida thing up, I hated like
it
was so scary.
And then I put a vlog up last week, and that was scary too.
No, you did.
That was really good. I love
it.
It was really good.
I love seeing home vlogs. Like I feel like it gets you to like know somebody that's like behind the like camera. Like I do love sit down videos, but then I also love like I just love home vlogs. Like I don't know. I love the variety of people.
Oh, there's another one going up tomorrow.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, yay. Into a YouTube channel now because I think she'd be fab at it too. She does. She needs to get into it. I think you'd be really good at it.
Who are we talking about?
Sass in the corner.
Oh, I missed it. I missed the person we were talking about. Oh yeah, no, definitely.
My voice is too annoying. I'll never put anyone through that.
I hate my voice.
It would just be me unpacking all my parcels. Like, oh, this is from Magical Day. This is from Pandora. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see.
They
do. That's the bit.
But I think though, like you have to do it for like I've only started doing it because obviously now, like I want to be able to remember this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mad. Like this is never gonna this may never happen again. Hopefully it doesn't. But like we and Nathan never would have this time together.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important to capture it.
Yeah.
That's why Liam and I started. Well, like we started with YouTube because both of our parents like vlogged our childhood, and it was like sat, but like I mean like seriously vlogged it. Like it is the 3rd of September, 1992, and Liam brushing his teeth. Like, but they did. So that's what inspired us to like do it. We've got all of them videos from our childhood. And I look back at my first ever YouTube video, and obviously it's only like a year ago, so it's not like I've been doing it that long. And I think I've really changed, like from then to now, with confidence and talking to the camera. And it just the more you do it, the more you.
My main reason for doing it is that my mum passed away like 2 years ago, and I always wish that I had more videos of her. Like I wish that I could have seen her do stuff. So then I think like I would love them for my child to like watch stuff back and see like me at this age and stuff like that. So
we have the technology to do that now, so it's
and videos show so much more than pictures do.
I agree. They capture more. That's really lovely, Tori, that's why you're doing it. Like
that is really nice.
I love that. That's
awesome.
Did you manage to get it? Did you manage to get your vlog?
What did you say?
Did you manage to get your clips?
Yeah, and it's on there, so that'll be up next week of all of you.
I love it.
You know, that like you're all fabulous at like your vlogs and stuff. I love seeing them, and I'm like so glad that, you know, this platform I'm going on with the cheese again, but I'm so glad this platform has like obviously brought us together so we can like discover, because it's so hard discovering sometimes people like on both Instagram and YouTube, because there's a massive platform and there's lots of people on there doing so much things. So it's nice to be able to like actually network with you girls to like, you know, to discover, because you never would have otherwise. So
and I'm still not 100% comfortable with like YouTube and things like Instagram.
You're so good though.
I'm really not.
I love the ride review like one. I love that. What was so good.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm just really uncomfortable like doing it. I just don't know.
No,
like, in like vlogs and like if I'm doing pictures, it's fine, but video, I'm not. I've never been comfortable with video though, so it's like completely out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, I think it's just building your confidence up.
Yeah,
and if it's something that you like doing, then like carry on, like pursuing through.
Yeah, that's I enjoy it, but I don't know. It's just completely out of my comfort zone at the moment.
Yeah,
it will.
I think sorry, keep going on.
I was just going to say, like you said, like with time and things, like you'll surprise yourself, and like if you look back on what you did a year ago to what you are now, you might think, oh, well, I never thought I would do that.
Definitely. I want to do like a reaction to myself, like film a reaction video to me watching previous vlogs of myself, because I think like I just feel you just grow as a person, and I don't know, you just do, even in life, even if you're not vlogging, like you do from year to year, don't you?
Yeah.
I think it's nice, especially at like in the platform that we're all from, like everyone's so nice.
They are.
Everyone just supports each other, and then that gives you a bit more of a boost to think, oh yeah, I can do it. I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah, definitely.
Kaiden's just said what's everyone's YouTube channels, so that'd be really interesting. Do you want to give everyone a shout out? So I know Sass, you said you haven't got one at the moment, but she will be having one.
Come on,
make one for her. Vicky.
I'm Vicky through the Looking Glass.
Flash.
Girls.
So we go. If we go round from the bottom, then should we go from Chantel then?
Oh, sorry. my children are growling at one another. What's the question? Oh, what is everyone's YouTube channel? Chantal Victoria. Sorry, I had to think about what mine was then. It's Chantal Victoria. Thank you in advance if you do subscribe. That means a lot. Chantal Victoria.
Mine's a Disney_Tory.
Mine's World in 2 hands with the number 2.
Oh, I love it. Katie, what about yours?
I think because I know Cadence, I think she's come through my channel to come on.
Okay. She'll be already subscribed to you.
Yeah, she was at my school, so.
Where's Vicky gone?
Oh,
hello.
I'm back. Sorry, my internet just dropped because it's just gone off my iPad as well. So it must mean that Ben's probably just downloading a game for me.
Oh,
I'm downloading the new. Well, we've been trying to download the new Kingdom Hearts for a couple of days because it was free on Xbox. So that'll keep me quiet. So I think he's probably it's either just finished downloading or it's just started again. I'm not sure.
that's that.
I just realised I've got washing behind me. Don't look.
I actually have to
I'll sit there because of the light, and I'll sit there. No, it's fine.
I'm gonna have to go and put like my bed sheets on and stuff soon, girls, because it's Fresh Friday.
I got
Fresh Friday. I did that today too.
Did you?
It's always on a Friday.
I did it this morning, but Ben just texted me. It just came through on my screen. It's saying I'm not downloading anything. I love that he's texting me from downstairs. So he's either watching or I'm talking really loud.
He's definitely watching.
That's so nice. Oh, which if we were us are gonna go, should we leave you for today? I think we've like to top our last big stream. I think
we actually got through a whole park today.
We did. That's a milestone.
We talked so much.
Every video we're improving, girls.
Clap, I agree. Yeah, it was really good. Such a good idea. We'll have to keep doing them. Like I look forward to Fridays now. I'm like,
I know.
Yeah.
Like, girls time. Girl chat.
Yeah, definitely.
No. Do you want to say hi?
Hello. Love it. Right, girls. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your weekend, and thank you everybody for watching.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for having
Bye, guys.
See you. Ta-da.
Take care. Bye.